Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? Happy Thursday to you. Good to be here. Good to see you all here, too. Thank you so much for joining me today for part four, day number four of What Did We Miss in the University of Idaho investigation. We're going back. And today we have something that's a little newer, not as far back, but still something that needs to be looked at. Today is Thursday, April 4th. 2023. We will be joined by the lovely Mama Bear as my co-host today. So let's get this show on the road, folks. Let's do it. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Good to see you. Good to be here. What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it is. I hope it's good for you because it's always good for me. Good to have you all here today. Thank you so much for joining me. Mama Bear should be joining us any moment now. Thank the Lord she's back. She's been gone for 2 whole days. Hello, Mother. Here we go with the Papa Smurf thing. Always fun. Let's see who we have in chat with us today. Miss Brandy, the OG, in the house. Good to see you, Brandy. Thanks for joining us. Lance, my brother, what's up? My lovely, lovely mother is in chat as well. Hello. Just the facts, ma'am. Sergeant Friday, welcome back, brother. Good to see you again. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. That weird guy, Dago's here. Miss Cece, the sweetest lady on the internet. Thank you for joining us today, Cece. Good to see you. Okay, I think Mama Bear is in chat. I see that. She was in chat. Sorry. I am late. Yes, I had people at my door. Tree cutting people were here. Sorry, I'm running late today. I had to handle that situation, but I are here now. And I know I'm the Papa Smurf, I guess. Thank you so much for that, my friend Dustin. Just had to let my mother see it once and it's on. That's how that works. What's up, Marilyn Mikey? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us today. Always a pleasure. Come on in, everybody. Grab your coffee, tea, whatever it may be. Come on and sit down and have a conversation with Mama Bear and me. Ow. There we go. Good to see you, Mike. Always a pleasure having people drop in. I know you said you've been listening. You just haven't really jumped in chat, but welcome to the chat, sir. Good to have you here. Let me make sure that everybody's getting their YouTube themselves doesn't like to send out notifications like they're supposed to, so sometimes I got to send some personal ones out to certain people that don't get anything, sadly. I've been hoping that lately everybody's getting their notifications. Miss Cece even sent me a message, said, I'm on the bus. I'll be there in 20, and she's still here. Thank you, Cece. There's Mama Bear. Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us today, Mama Bear. Welcome back. We all miss you.
I miss you guys too.
Trying to get things set up and go live, and I got people outside my yard, my property, cutting trees down and stuff. And I'm like, hey,
fun.
What are you doing? And where you been all these years? There's too many trees out there, you know. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for joining us today. I think everybody got their notifications. We shall see what happens. Please, that's what I had to do. Guys, please make sure you hit that like button. Leave a little DNA there for me. Share this out. Friends, neighbors, family, the dog and cat, the milkman, the ice cream man, the dog are running down the street. I don't care who it is. Share it out. Anybody, please do. And be sure to remember, if you can, at the end of the show, to leave me some comments in there because I really appreciate that. So does YouTube. Probably help if I let me tweet this out real fast and get that over with. And we should be moving. Kelly Coker, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us again today. All right. Where's
It's
it at?
only gone 2 days.
That's all it takes. That's all it
And there's
takes.
all these new
Miss
people
Vicky's
who don't
back.
know.
Miss
Hi,
Vicky's
Vicky.
back. Good to see you, Vicky. Hope you're feeling better, dear. Why has there been no attempt to find out what BK did for a living? I think they put out at some point that him working at he worked at the college as a teaching assistant. Hold on, guys. Sorry.
Ice Cube go down the wrong tube.
It sure did.
Good thing it melts. You can't choke on it.
No, sorry about that. What's up? Mikey's in the house. My brother Mikey. T2014. Good to see you. Sorry about that, folks. Good Lord. There she is.
Hey, Jules.
Jules is in the house. Sergeant Friday, he was a teaching assistant at WSU, where he was getting his PhD. If there was a secondary job, it hasn't been right. Yeah, I think that was his main job, from what I understand, Friday. From what I understood, he was getting a paycheck for it because you have to get, if you can't be fired from a volunteer position. You can be asked to leave, but he was terminated, so I'm guessing. Banana Man's in the house. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for joining us today, PPR. Hola, amigos. Come on in, everybody. Get comfortable. Find a seat. Again, grab your coffee, tea, Pepsi, Coke, whatever it may be. Come on in, sit down, have a conversation with Mama and me because we got lots to talk about, guys. As we've been doing for this whole week, excuse me, we've been going back to basically the beginning of the Idaho 4 case, as I hate saying that, University of Idaho case, okay? And pretty much looking for anything we can find that we may have missed, which we have found quite a bit of stuff that, we didn't see the first time or we overlooked, or however you want to put it. And that's, again, what we're continuing to do. Today, it's a little different. We're going to be reviewing a call today, folks. One of our, another channel that we support very much. We're kind of side by side with, just like with Jules in the true crime community. It's called Opinionated Idiot. I would love to get a link out for him. His name is Brian. He's got a great channel, guys. He's very, very grounded. And it's factual, it's not any crazy stuff. I love Brian. I love his channel. I love how he does things. So, I'd love for you guys, when you're not here, of course, to go over there and show some love, subscribe, check him out if you have not done that. Again, the channel is called Opinionated Idiot. We'll get a link out here for you guys to check it out for. Right. It's Jules. We all think a lot. I want to talk about this call that was, he had a call that came in Saturday. We all know, welcome Sherry, who WSU Kim is. Okay.
Thank you, Molly.
He's called into a few different creators throughout. Okay. Good golly, Miss Molly's in the house. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that so very much. There's the link, guys. Once again, do me a favor. If you have not checked him out, please do go over. His name is Brian. The channel is called The Opinionated Idiot. By no means is he an idiot at all, guys. Again, he's very grounded. He knows what he's doing. He's very mature with the channel, very respectful, and I appreciate that so very much about what he does. Show some love. Go check him out. Subscribe to this guy. You won't, believe me, you'll appreciate it. You really will.
And it's Mrs. M. Hi, April. Good to see you guys.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Sorry, Kim. Welcome, Kim Marin. April, good to see you. All my moderators, my lovely, and awesome moderators are all here. Party of 5 became a meatball. How about that one, guys? Welcome to the
Yay.
family, Party of 5. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate you so much. New meatball in the house, folks. Can't go wrong there. And again, folks, thank you, Molly. Again, if you're not familiar with Miss Jules here, she is a very close friend of the channel, part of the family, in my opinion. We love her to death. Check out her channel as well if you have not. I know there's a lot of newer people in here that may or may not have seen it, but it's called Jules of All Trades True Crime. It's great stuff, guys. We love Jules to death, and she gives us just as much support as we do her. So please go check it out. We'll get the link up for that one here in a moment as well. Bama asking 25. Thanks for joining us today. It's good to see you.
Welcome.
Jules sent me awesome. Thank you, Jules, once again for that as well, hon. Well, thank you, Miss Brandy. This channel, guys, is 100% crowdfunded. That's how I come out here to you guys every day. Anybody that would want to choose to support the channel that way, I have links out for Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, and of course, any other way that you would choose to do it. Thank you so very much. It's not a necessity, folks. It's just something we do to keep the channel up and running. And I appreciate you all, anybody that does it. Thank you so very much for that. Again, folks, Mrs. M's in the house. Good to see you, Mrs. M. Thank you so much for joining us today. So back to what I was saying, guys, we are going to be, there's the new member right there. Party of 5. Love it. Thank you so much for becoming part of the family. We appreciate that so very much. And welcome to you. Salty, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Back to what I was saying, though, is this call came in Saturday to Brian's channel as on his live stream he was doing. And it was an interesting call, to say the very least, and it kind of perked some things up in my mind, okay? So I want to listen to this call. I want to review this call with you guys. I want your guys' opinions on this. Thank God Jules came in here because I really wanted her opinion on it. And I just kind of want to feel it out a little bit, guys. Do a little analyzation and see if we can get it out of that. And then I have some other things that I want to add to that with some other people that were mentioned in the call. And I want to go over it. It's pretty detailed, if I can say that, at the very least. David James, my brother from down under. Good to see you, friend. Thanks for dropping in, bro. Yeah, it is very interesting, Jules, to say the very least. And again, guys, I gotta thank Brian for having that call, for putting that out in his stream, and for allowing that call, because it was quite interesting, as you all will see here, for those of you that may not have heard it. Made me think about some things, for sure, to say the least. Thank you, Miss Brandy. There's the links, folks, to I have all my social media accounts that I have that are linked to this channel. We have a Facebook, an Instagram, a Twitter account, of course, and a TikTok, guys. So if you should want to, please check them out. There they are. That's the wrong one. Thank you, Miss Sherry. I appreciate that so much. There's the link for Brian's channel, guys. The Opinionated Idiot. Once again, check it out. Show some love. You won't be let down whatsoever. There's the TikTok up there. Thank you, Brandy, once again. Jules says, after listening to this call and doing some more research, I retracted a previous statement for sure. I swear to God. Mama Bear, I believe that we share our brain with her as well. I'm telling you.
I think so too.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Now we're in thirds instead of halves.
Yeah, it's getting smaller and smaller on my part, at least. Yeah, Jules does some great work, Party, for sure. She definitely puts her time in her thought process, that's for sure. Come on in, everybody. Please come on in. Get comfortable. Trophy's in the house. I didn't even see her. Welcome, Trophy Wife. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Always a pleasure to have you here. I love your opinions. I love your theories. Thank you so much. And we got a super chat. Thank you so very much. The first super chat of the day. I do appreciate you for that so very much. One moment, everyone. I set this up here.
Thank you, trophy wife.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate you more than you
Hey,
know.
Larry.
Welcome, Larry. Good to see you, bro. Sergeant Friday. I can make a better case. The killer or killers are police than they can make with what we know BK is the killer. Hey, I respect that. I respect everybody's opinions, guys, because we don't know. We don't know.
We
And you
don't.
guys know we don't know. That's the problem with this whole thing. That's why nothing has been taken off the table. So at this point, everything and anything can be something. Okay. Why is this not working for me today? I hate my. Here we go. Okay. And once again, Trophy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We all do so very much. There it is. Thank you for that. Excuse me. Once again, all this keeps us running. It is to say the very least salty. Intriguing is a good word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you know what to do with that, David, if he does. No worries at all. We got enough moderators in here to cover everything. So come on. So yes,
Getting burned.
that's part of what we're doing today, guys. We're listening to the call that went in Saturday to Brian's channel. Again, very interesting. And we're going to talk about that call. We're going to break that call down. We're going to sort it out. We're going to, you know, go through all the little pieces of it and what we think of it. And there's some other things, again, like I said, that I wanted to add. I got you, David. I know. Little things we wanted to add to that because it put some things together in my head that I previously didn't have too much of thought about. So made me wonder, at the very least. 41 awesome people in here, guys. As you're coming in the door, please leave a little DNA on that like button for me, guys, and share this out to whoever it may be. Bama asking 25. So, one question: did they talk about the sheath at all before or after they mentioned Koberger's name? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember myself. I believe that the sheath came out way later in the case. We know that. So I'm pretty sure that the sheath, can't even say it right. Sheath, sorry. Was it before or after they arrested him that popped up?
I'm pretty sure it was after.
I think so too. It's in the affidavit.
They would
And I'm
bring that out before they had a suspect.
Yeah, right. Well, there's your answer. Miss Sherry, what did Miss Sherry say? I shared in my community tab. I'll be in and out with work. You know, when you're yes, ma'am. Always, and it's very much appreciated. Don't be saying that. Don't say that when you said it once, Brandy. Don't say it 2 more times. We don't need Beetlejuice in here. You just said it twice now. I've seen it twice now. Don't say it again. Welcome, Amanda.
Welcome, Amanda.
I'm a new subscriber. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you so very much. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you back again and again. It goes for all of you people that have been here relatively new. And again, guys, we do have a lot of new folks in here. So please, if you would, just make sure you welcome everybody like we always do. Make them feel at home. Make them feel comfortable, guys, because it's weird going into a new place. We know that. It's pretty easy to come into here, though. I'll be honest with you. We're all very open and very welcoming. So please. Tsunami's in the house. Good to see you, Koberger. Not that one. That one I don't care about. I mean, I do, but I don't. There's a whole other name that we're talking about that we're not going to say it. I'm not seeing any articles about the sheath dated prior to his arrest, right? Yeah, it wouldn't have made sense for them to do that anyway, but yeah. Thank you, Jules. I appreciate that. We got so many meatballs in here now. Look at this. Plenty of meatballs that float around in the sauce with us. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. We got 50 people in here. Again, guys, be sure to leave a little DNA on the like button as you're coming in. Once you do come in here, please share this out to anybody you think would want to see or hear what we're talking about today. And at the very end of it, please, please, please make sure you leave a comment for me or Mama Bear or for both of us. Or if you hated it, make sure you tell us you hated it. Either way, whatever it is, I want to hear from you. So
that's one way to put it, David.
Yeah. Good old David. I love him to death. Love him to death. One of my best friends out here, folks. He's in a completely different country. How about that? When you find good people, you stick with good people. That's how that works.
Yep.
Best mods in chat I have ever been welcomed. Thank you. Absolutely, Amanda. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Whoa. How about that one, Michelle?
Wow,
Bear.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. I always am afraid to say her last name. Elza Beer with the $20 super chat. That's awesome, Michelle. Thank you so much for that. Wow. That is amazing. If I can find it. There we go. That's so appreciated. So very much. Miss Deborah Tutterow, thank you for joining us. Good to see you again. I've always thought that it was interesting that they went in later on to Bethany's room and collected large items in bags and jumped into the vans and left. Always thought she might know more. That is interesting, to be honest with you, Bama. Bama Askin. Boy, my wife would love that name. She is from deep down in Bama. We are roll tide in this house all the way. Miss Heather's in the house. Good to see you, dear. Thanks for joining us today. She just said hey to everybody all at one time. Look at that, folks. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, everyone. You could have
goodness. Hello. Stepped away for 2 seconds.
Everybody's name. It'd probably be easier on your fingers, Heather, if you just said, hey, everyone. Either way. That's great. I love it. Thank you, Miss Heather. There you go, right there, folks. Jump in the sauce, become an official Dago family member for access to our exclusive Discord chat and, of course, our movie nights we're going to be starting here. Please check it out, folks. Nothing about it will be disappointing, I can promise you. Is that Nikki? Nikki's here. Good to see you, Nikki. Welcome. Did I see somebody named Nachos?
Nachos 8.
Oh, I love Nachos.
Me too.
Welcome, Nachos 8. Go Dogs. Hell yeah. The Browns. Somebody's a Browns fan. I love it. Love it, love it.
Hey, Sunshine.
Welcome, Sunshine. Where have you been? You need to be around my house somewhere. I'm telling you. Been looking for you. I can't find you anywhere.
It's gorgeous here today.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be getting there, but it's not. I'm eating Bologna and Doritos. You're always eating something, ain't you, Banana Man?
He really is.
Me and you are going to be talking here soon, sir. You got my mama calling me Papa Smurf now. We got problems, brother. My mama, the woman that gave birth to me, is calling me Papa Smurf now. We got problems.
That's hilarious. Hey, PW.
Telling you what. Paranormal's in the house. My assistant's here. PW, good to see you. Caw-caw. Caw-caw. You guys are awesome.
Crime time with Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf. Yeah, here we go. Thanks, Jules. That's going to catch on next. Whatever. I don't care. It's all in good fun.
Yep.
Miss Lori Johnson, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Pamela's in the house. Good to have you here. Thank you so very much for joining us. Booney's here. Good to see you.
Hi, Miss Boone.
My self-proclaimed number one fan, as she said she was. She's here. She's been here 2 days in a row now. Don't be
Wow.
laughing. No, mother. You don't get to laugh. That's not even funny. All right, everybody. We got 69 people. I should have probably waited for a minute to get one more.
Hi, Heather.
69.
And anybody else I missed? Hi. I'm sure I
Say
missed
hi,
somebody in there.
say hi, everyone. That's easier that way now.
Yeah.
I can call everybody out when I first come in here, but when it
Yeah.
gets to be higher up in numbers, it's like forget it. I love you all to death. That's all I can say, and thank you all for being here. I appreciate even every one of you guys. So, so again, guys, what we're gonna do to catch everybody up real quick today is we're doing what we've been doing, okay? But today we are going to listen to a call. Again, another channel out there called Opinionated Idiot. Great channel. Mr. Brian runs that channel. And folks, he's got a lot of good stuff he does over there. Very grounded, very factual, and I love it. And Saturday he had his show, and the lady that we all know is WSU Kim called into his show Saturday, folks. Very interesting call. So we're going to review that call today and talk about that call. And again, for those of you that are not familiar with that channel, guys, please go check it out. It's called Opinionated Idiot. Once again, it is a great channel, guys, and I'm guaranteeing you'll love the content. If you like, even remotely like it here, you'll love it over there as well. Welcome, Life, Love, and True Crime. And again, thank you all so very much for being here. There you go, PW. There you go. All right, guys. Well, if anybody else is on their way in, we'll have to just catch them up. I don't want to stall out anymore, guys. I want to get rolling with this. So we're going to listen to that audio, okay? And I want you guys to hear this this call. We're going to do that first. We'll get that done and out of the way, and then we'll move on to the other stuff if we have time, because this may take up some time. I'm telling you right now. It was an interesting call.
I'm out of here at 2:30. And you have two shows, so
3:30.
2:30.
Oh yeah. We won't be dragging this out too long because I'm going to be live again tonight, folks. It's Thursday night. We do the true story behind the Hollywood movies tonight. It's Frozen Ground, which is the true story of the serial killer Bobby the Butcher, or Robert Hansen, in Alaska. He killed 17 people in Alaska in a pretty gruesome way. It's a great movie to watch. It's got Nicolas Cage. He plays the cop. He plays the cop just about everything. And then we have John Cusack, who actually plays the serial killer. It was kind of crazy to see him in that spot, but great movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is a quick call, but there's going to be a lot to discuss, so that's why I'm trying to get into it right away. Let's see here. Okay, I think I got that sit up there. Thank you, Miss Heather, once again. I appreciate that so much. He's a good actor, yes. He's been in a lot of stuff. Nick Cage is a vampire. That should be interesting. Yeah, for sure. And I wonder what percentage of Alaskans go missing or get unalive. It's Probably quite a bit because there's a lot of nighttime over there for one, and for two, who's going to see it? It's so wide open out there, you know. All right, like I said, guys, we're going to do the audio on this, and I want to make sure that you guys hear everything clearly. Let me know if you don't, and I will switch it up and we'll do it a different way. But I'm going to try the best to make it the best. My best to make it the best. My apologies. Okay. Here we go.
Well, you were doing the chatting, so I want to...
Okay, but yeah. I've said everything multiple times, and so I feel like people have questions. I
How's
get
that
it.
sound?
I truly get it.
Mm-hmm.
But so ask the questions and I'll answer them. Whatever they want to know, I stand behind everything I say. I'm not lying. I have no reason to be here. This is not fun. This is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So I will answer. And you can believe me or not, but there's things I can say and there's things I can't say and would never repeat things that I've learned. And nobody needs to know them anyway. They're horrific. This time is horrific. And there's kids who are in danger now. That's why I'm here. For nothing other than to warn parents and families to have their children watch for that. They think they're safe, but they're not. There's more people involved in this. So I don't know if I have no idea if he did it or not. But I know he's not the only person who did it. That's what I know.
That is one of the major points of this, okay, that we've been talking about from day one, that he's not the only one involved. And then you hear what she's saying, guys. She wants to get it out there, telling parents that, you know, that think their kids are safe and people are safe. They're not, because there's more people out there that have not been arrested that are involved in this. And I feel very strongly that that's a true statement, folks. I really do. I don't know if everybody else agrees, but I feel that way. And obviously this woman does as well. So again, moving on.
How do you know that? You said that's what I know.
So how do I know that? I know that
this lady that we're hearing, Salty, her name, she goes by WSU Kim. She has called into the Drunk Turkey Show, multiple creators, guys. And Saturday made her way to Brian's channel. So again, this is why we're reviewing this.
I have students for that. Mm-hmm. That's how I know that. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to give you more than that because, you know, I have children. Mm-hmm. Their safety is, you know, I mean, trust me, we're paying for eyes over there, and it's not as expensive as their education at this point. Mm-hmm. So, and there's siblings over there, and people don't want people to speak. And it's hard to believe you can't. I love the police. I love law enforcement. I was taught to respect them. Even to say cop, it's just like, feels like a bad word to me. They're police officers. They put themselves in harm's way for us all the time. To mistrust them is very uncomfortable and was very hard to get my head around. And if I didn't mistrust them as much as I do at this moment, or in this time, in this area, in this situation, I wouldn't say it. I would never do that to another human being. I just want people to be safe. And we've had 6 more deaths since before that. That's unacceptable.
And there's another point, guys, that, you know, for those of you that didn't know that, there have been 6 more unalivings in this area since this has happened. What's going on? You know, what's the deal with that? And it makes you wonder. And I'm not saying, once again, folks, everything I talk about is all 100% alleged and pure speculation based on the facts that we're given. Now, we don't know if it's related to this, but we don't know that it's not either. 6, guys, 6. What's going on? What's going on in Moscow that, you know, this is still happening? So
Exactly.
Got a good point. You know, it's crazy. I'm sorry to say, but it's crazy. And it makes you wonder, is it related to this? Is it related to something that is related to this? Is it not? Even if it's not, there's still something going on over there that needs to be looked into a lot more than what it is. So good point. Once again, good point, Kim.
And they keep saying nothing to see here. Suicide. How many? I get all of it, right? It's a thing. Mental health it's truly a thing.
Right.
But come on. Let's really get reasonable. Let's start having real conversations. We've had to replace our entire Washington State University, well, no, give that away, police department for sexual misconduct of students this past fall. I mean, there's a lot going on there that goes under the radar because they can, so they do. It's hard to accept. I understand that. I'm not respecting any, and I would never assume it's the police officer anywhere but the ones that I know of. And I would never, ever say that. There's a reason I call Virginia when I call. And you can call, and I have, you can call.
Kim, there have been 6 deaths that have happened since this has happened, whether they be self-unalivings or some other version of something. But based on what I have heard from multiple sources, that's a fact. That number's right. And once we deal with all of this and stuff like that, I'm going to look to make sure of it and see if I can come up with names and everything. But there have been, through multiple sources, stated that there have been 6 more unalivings. Whether, again, like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of it, and I'm going to look into that to find out because now I want to know. Accidents, whether they're accidents or, yeah, you're right. Accidents, self-unalivings, so on and so forth. But it's just ironic to me. That's all I'm saying. So we will be looking into that too. She does, Larry. She absolutely does. Good to see you, Pink. Thanks for joining us today. Moving on.
Well,
What'd you say, Mama?
I said, hi, Pink.
Oh, sorry.
Reasons I've told you you can call. I'm not supposed to be speaking, but I don't care because they're not doing anything about it. Do I think Bethany needs to testify? 100%. She knew what was happening, and so did Dylan. I don't think, now, let me qualify that. I do not believe those girls knew or their friends knew they were going to be killed. I, without question, do not believe that in any way, shape, or form. But they do know they were being shaken down and told to shut up. Little Kaylee was a little super soup, right? That was her jam. She loved that. I think that.
Now, what for those of you that didn't maybe not hear that clearly, what she said was they do know they were being shaken down and told to shut their mouths. That's interesting to me. Very interesting. Welcome, Harlot. Good to see you. So again, one more thing we're going to be talking about and discussing and looking into with this. So keep on going. And then there's a good point Jules makes here. Told to shut up, but told Adam everything. That's where my mind goes as well, Jules. That's part of what I was going to talk about. Is that what Maddie was talking about? Is that what Kaylee was upset about? Is that why Kaylee was texting in her phone like mad the night that she was unalived? Is that what that was about? We don't know. But it sure does make you go that way, doesn't it? Just saying, something else to think about. And why were they told to be quiet, Vicky? What have they been told to be quiet about? That's a good point too. There's a lot going on behind the scenes in Moscow, folks, that shouldn't be. And that's what this buildup of all this stuff is all about, in my opinion. So we're going to be looking, that's for sure.
When she saw that woman who was like lost or missing, and there's a 911 report of it, even her parents said, her sister, I think that she figured a lot out. I think she knew a lot. I believe, truly, with good cause to believe this, that some of these students learned things and were removed from this planet for it.
It has been said in a lot of different creators' channels and a lot of different variations of what's been talked about that Kaylee was kind of like us, guys. She kind of was into this type of thing. She would dig into things and she would figure things out. Is that what we're talking about here? Is that what this is all about? Do we know? We don't know. That's again, we're back to that again. But it has been talked about in a lot of different variations that she was into that kind of stuff. She was smart. She would figure things out. did she figure something out that, she had her toe into that maybe she shouldn't have? Is that what happened here?
Probably.
Who knows? It's very possible, right? So at that point, it's kind of like, what's going on? So again, interesting, very, very interesting. Thank you again, Heather. Moving on.
That young man who was a junior from the U of I who died in Washington State, and the two are in custody right now. He's a journalist. He was on Greek Grove. He's a journalism major. What do you think that kid discovered? I mean, come on, basic comment, right? Harborview Hospital. So I live on this area. Obviously, my children go to school over there, and I live over on this side of the mountain. Harborview, my brother died at Harborview. Harborview is never, ever going to make a mistake like that. I'm sorry. Nobody's perfect, but Harborview can be pretty darn close. They would never release that young man if he wasn't safe to go home. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
I was going to say something that I can't say, but that Emma Bailey, she's involved in this, and so if you look up Emma Bailey, who's never been in trouble a day in her life, all of a sudden, gets a DUI out of nowhere. Now, she probably should have, but I don't know if she blew that high, if she would even be talking or as coherent as she actually was, but whatever. So then a month later, she's in prison or jail and awaiting trial on May 15th, which is super quick. Wouldn't you say from March 21st to May 15th, awaiting trial for lacing drugs that killed the boy, a young man? But if you look at her partner, Robinson, who's from Tacoma, Washington, look at his record. Look at his record in Pullman, Washington. See what he's brought to this game. See what he's delivering and what he drives. And she picked up that DoorDash order. I will tell you this. A white Elantra sat in my driveway over spring break, and the owner of it was never once questioned. And somebody's alibi used an address where that white Elantra was. There's so many things that are so, and I'm not the only mom out here. I'm just a mom. I don't want to do this, but I want to be planning summer break. I want to be planning graduation parties. I don't want to be doing this. But how do I do that when children don't get to walk? When one of these siblings will walk with my daughter and her sister will be there, that is heartbreaking. I'm not here for me or for anybody else but those families and the safety of those children. I don't have to be here. I can afford to put eyes on my kids and walk away, but that's not the right thing to do. So I understand people wanting more answers from me, but I'm not going to give them to you. You can beat me up all you want. I'm not giving them to you. I will give you what I can give you, but mostly what I want you to know is don't let this leave the front page. Do not let this go cold. And if you have kids over there, be careful with them. If you're considering sending your kid over there, don't. 2 of mine have transferred out. I will never step foot in that town again, either of them, ever. I have no respect for law enforcement or the authorities or the schools over there.
Welcome, Smile.
They lie to us on the regular list. Tell me why a vet from Afghanistan, who's 38 years old, is supposedly living with 2 20-year-olds in food housing. Tell me why that happened. It didn't happen. And I hope to God he lives in employment and he's alive somewhere. I hope to God, and that may be just a hope and a dream because I don't have any other evidence. We got the phone call December 15th at 4 a.m. in the morning. The whole event, so as a parent, I got it because my son lived on that side of campus, right? Where his dormitory would have been shot at. So we get this at 4 in the morning. Meanwhile, he was there at 8:30 doing this. It was going down at 8:30. And all I hear on, I can't remember whose tape it was, can somebody get my coffee 3 times? Like, seriously? Are you kidding me? Somebody get her a coffee, get her a coat, and tell us parents what is going on. Because it's 4 a.m. And thank God, my my husband had gone picked up my children that morning, because my son would have been in the line of fire. That's not fine. He already was in costume 13, and Koberger was in costume 12.
Thank you so much, Tsunami.
Why is that guy working IT? Who's doing that? So yeah, and I am angry. I will be very honest with you, and it's not even about. Yeah, forever my kids have to say they went to Wazoo. That to me seems like a thing. Like, how do you get away from that? It's supposed to be one of the best educations. And actually, it makes sense that Brian went to school there. They have an amazing criminology department. Amazing.
Yes.
One of my children is pre-law. Amazing department, right? Great education. My daughter is going to have a beautiful life, but you got to put Wazoo now. And not just me being crabby, but I hope Susie and Annie and all of those people, and when I say something that is incorrect, it's because I don't want incorrect information being out there. And if I know that information and I can tell you, you can either believe me or not. I'm not trying to prove myself anywhere or you would not know me if you walked by me. If you walked there, you wouldn't know me. Nothing of mine everything's been changed.
Sure.
Thanks to somebody out there in YouTube land who helped me. She said, "You've been found." And I was told by the first channel I went on that you've been found. Right? So, and I wouldn't be on the phone with you if I didn't trust you.
Sure.
Because you know more than most. So, there you go. So, you can ask me any questions.
No, I was going to say, I appreciate you calling in. We can hear the passion in your voice.
Yeah.
I do want to take some other calls, but you're free to call in at any time again. I appreciate you, and thanks for calling. And again, if you ever want to call when I open the phone lines up, please.
Okay,
do.
David.
We all can hear the passion in your voice here in the chat. So I appreciate you calling in and sharing your story.
And if anybody has any questions or whatever, and they ask you them, feel free to call me and ask me at a different time or whatever.
Okay.
And I'll answer them for people.
Sure.
But and I also want to tell you, I heard your story, and I find your story to be so tragically sad, but really great because of what you hear. And you are a positive in this. I didn't even know this existed until 11, 13.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So thank you.
All right.
And just keep it out there in the front lines, right?
Always.
That's all we can do.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right.
And there it is, folks. And again, I want to thank Brian for putting that out from his channel, Opinionated Idiot. An interesting call, and I want to talk about it. I'd love and you're more than welcome to, if you can hear me, Kim, you're more than welcome to call me. I would love to have a conversation with you about certain things I do have questions about, as do most of us. I know that Jules probably would love to have a talk with her. So, understand that after hearing that, I have questions of my own and things that I think we need to discuss at this point. Thank you so much. Smile now, cry later. I appreciate that so very much, guys. You have no idea. Thank you. That keeps the channel running, folks. It really does. I stepped away and didn't realize it wasn't her calling in here. Oh, no. Sorry, party. I had explained that Brian, she had called Brian's channel Saturday, and I wanted to review her call and talk about it. Okay. And it's something that, I don't know. It makes me wonder. You can hear in her voice, folks, the passion that she does seem to have, as Brian was saying. Like, she seems really bothered by all this, folks. That means something to me. It really does. People can call in and talk about whatever they want to talk about on a regular basis, but she's always kind of had a bit of angst in her voice when she talks about this stuff. Like, something's bugging her, you know what I mean? So that says a lot, in my opinion. I kind of do too, Mud. I'm gonna have to say it. I kind of do. David. But yeah, I kind of have this feeling. It's like, what is this woman gonna gain from this? First of all, nothing that I can see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing that I can think of. There's nothing for her to gain from it. And her, her saying that the reason why she does this because that she's terrified to do this. There's a reason for that. Sorry, guys, I had to grab something. And there's a reason why she's terrified. She's changed her personal information around. She's done this, she's done that. Something's up with that, at the very least. You know, I have a strong distaste for the names she's been called for coming. I don't agree with it either, party. We don't do that in here. This channel, we do not judge people. We don't talk down to people or about people, unless we just don't. I just don't, and I don't like that. Just because I don't like the fact that people go do what I call crazy calling. I don't like that. You don't call somebody crazy because they come out and they sound a certain way. I respect Kim. I respect her for having the what's the word I'm trying to find here? The come on, Dago. It's not power. I can't think to save my life today. Courage. Thank you, dear. The courage to call in. First of all, considering the way she was explaining it, she's terrified. That takes courage. Welcome, Brad. Good to see you. You do what you got to do, brother. And to do that, like I said, she does have her own children. She lives in this area. She's got her own life. If somebody figures out who she is, that could be dangerous to her, in her mind at least, but there's something that's going on around here that makes her think that. So again, I got to give her that. Right, Karen, you got to have backbone to say something, and I get that. And I absolutely give her all the credit in the world for that. Yep, you won't get bashed in here. We all are the same team. We all want the truth, and going at someone in the negative way. Exactly. Thank you so very much, Molly. That's a fact. Yeah, her emotions about it seem real. I agree, Jules. They really do. You can kind of tell when somebody's just calling in to be a troll, or they want to make, whatever. This is not a trolling issue at all. This woman is real, guys. I'm telling you. I thought that from the first time I ever heard her call in. I think the first time I heard her call in was on the Drunk Turkey Show. I believed her then, and I still do. And I support her. And God bless you, Kim, for having the courage to do what you do. And like I said, you're welcome to call in here at any time, and I would love to hear from you. I would love to have a conversation with you about all of these things. So take it easy, PPR. Thanks for stopping in today. So at this point, welcome, Steve. I didn't know you were in here, Stevie. Last appearance on T-Revs is perfect. She makes it clear what her facts are versus her theories. People who don't believe her aren't able to separate the two. And to be fair, she did make it hard. I think you're right. I agree with you, Stevie. I absolutely do. Derek, welcome. Good to see you. Transporter, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Transporter.
So, Jules, if you're in here, hon, like, what do you take from this? I wish you were able to get up here with us. But that's okay. What is it? What do you take from this, Jewel or Mama Bear? How about you? We can go with you first. What do you think of this? What she had to say and of the call in itself?
I tend to believe her. I mean,
Yeah.
she sounds extremely worried for the kids that are there.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see how, she would get information from her kids the way she has, because, I mean, having teenagers of my own, I find out stuff about kids at school that their parents have no clue about.
Right.
So I can I think a lot of what she says is true. I don't know about all of it, obviously, but yeah. I kind of questioned it at the very beginning, when the case first happened, and she first came out. There was bits that I kind of believed, and then there was other bits I was like, oh, that sounds a little far-fetched. So that was probably more of her, not the facts, but more of her
theory.
There you go. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. Thank you. So yeah,
I agree with you.
and then she disappeared for a while and then came back, and she seems a little more, I don't want to say factual, but she's not quite
More
as
real.
wild, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, Salty. We got a new member in the house. Another meatball to drop down the sauce with us. Good to see you, Salty.
Welcome.
Becoming part of the family. Thank you so much, guys. We have 100 people in here. Please, all of you guys, please take the time to hit the like button. When you do that, at 100 folks, guys, 100 likes will throw us way out into the right algorithm. So please, please, please do that. And again, welcome to the family, Salty. It's great to have you here.
Right, wisdom. That's kind of where I was trying to say, I guess. Some of her theory is based on true fear.
Yeah, that's my thought. I mean, you can hear it in her voice.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been talking about body language and verbiage and phrasing and just all of that for a while now, guys. She's got we can't even see her, and I can feel it. I can almost feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Ellie also told us that people were there before the cops. So we're so fortunate to have been going around at least 2 hours before 9/11 was called. Seems like it fits. I've been saying that for a couple of days now. Like, we don't know. Remember what I said the other day, like day 2, I think it was, folks. I said, we don't really know what time. We know that what we were told is that law enforcement was called after people were called, friends and whatever. And we don't know exactly what time that was. We've never been told that. That could have been, if we're going to go with the timeline of the unalivings happened from 4 to 4:20. So for all we know, those kids could have been there from 5 a.m. until the call was made. We don't know. Okay. Or they could have showed up at 10:30, 11, but we do know that there was a conversation between Dylan and her mother at around 10 a.m. Still hadn't called the police though. That just bothers me. It really just bothers me. Let's see here. JXV says, I watched Jay for Justice channel when one Pullman cop shot dead young man who was waiting his brother from school with mother. He was on drugs, but no danger at all. Shot in back when ground. Again, folks, why? That's crazy. Sorry. Miss Vicky's got a good point, and I get it. Vicky, as a mother and I'm sorry, as a mother and fear and hate she has for certain people in charge, it was all believable as far as her feelings on it and towards it. I agree, Vicky, and thank you so much for that. Hey, Kiki, good to see you. Jeff H, welcome back, brother. Good to have you here.
Wow, long time no see, Jeff.
It's been a while, Jeff. Yes, Miss Heather is right. Again, guys, 99 awesome people tuning in right now. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, share this out, and make sure to leave comments after the show. Turn that notification bell on, guys, because if you don't, you're not going to know everything we do, and I want you to know everything we do. So turn that bell on, and you'll never miss a thing. Now, with everything she has said, since we've all seemed to come to the conclusion, most of us, that we do believe in what she's saying, and we do feel for her, okay? Some of the things she was talking about. Let's get into the things she said about Emma Bailey. Let's go with that. Thank you, Sherry. Good to know. I hope the commercials or the ads aren't hammering you guys today. Let's talk about the whole thing with Emma Bailey, okay? Based on what Kim just said, it's kind of interesting to me. Knowledge needs to be fact-based and confirmed. Not believed in. Belief is for spirituality, not knowledge. The person messenger matters zero. Verification information is everything. Good point. Good point, Sarge. Good point. Let's see. Oh yeah, fear-based speculation, but it's based off facts. That's true. The facts might not mean what she thinks, but I definitely think she knows some legit things. She's been consistent since January. That's a point, Stevie. And that right there in itself, thank you for saying that, okay? Because that in itself is what makes me go, oh, okay, this is number 3 or 4 call in.
At least.
We got to go with this now, okay? We got to say, okay, Kim, I got your back. I support you. I'm putting it out for that reason so that it can be heard, okay? And I wanted to review it, but it's going out because I want it to be heard because she needs that. If there's ever any kind of danger she's in, this supports that, okay? And this also can protect her because she's talking about it in hand before anything were to happen. God forbid, knock on wood, and I swear to God, I cross your fingers. I hope nothing ever does happen to this woman because, again, this takes a lot of courage to do this. But she's doing it. The reason why she's doing it is because of who she is, as in the rest of us, who we would be not to support, but to protect other people's lives in a sense. And I got to respect that in a lot of ways, folks. I really do.
That's a good question, Jules. I'm not real sure. I don't remember how.
I don't know. Remember if it wasn't Kim. I don't remember it. I remember hearing it, but I don't remember it. I don't remember for sure. I'm sitting here right now trying to remember. I was when you said that, I was actually trying to remember it. So, where is it? I wanted to show you all. Yeah, right here.
How much have you had to drink?
Kind of wanted an opinion from you guys. I want you guys to watch this. Based on what Kim was just talking about, multiple people in here made a comment that said she didn't look drunk. She didn't look like she was drunk. Okay. Yeah. Well, here we go. We're going to find that out just by watching this. In my opinion, we're not going to find it out. We're going to make our judgment based on watching this. What I don't think she is either personally. I kind of wanted your guys' opinions, and this is the DUI stop that she had here. Not too long ago. I think it was March 21st. I've seen people that are trashed. Okay. I've showed up at different scenes, accident scenes for people that are trashed. Okay. This girl's not trash, guys. She's definitely not too what'd they say? She was too over the legal limit or something like that. There's no way. I just don't believe it. So let's check this out.
She wouldn't be functioning if she was 2 times over the legal limit.
That's my point. Like, and she's not even slurring, in my opinion. That's what I wanted you guys to see this for, just to give it your opinion. Hold on a minute here. I want to make sure you guys can get subtitles so you can hear everything. We're going to do it just a little bit quicker. Welcome, Diane. Enan Harsh said basically the same thing as Kim. That's kind of true. Just keep in mind, she's driving a black Toyota Camry. I've heard there's a connection to a white Elantra via her boyfriend, who she is in jail with, but I haven't seen the proof. Well, we're going to talk about a couple other things involving her and something else that I've been thinking about. And I just want an opinion, which is all I come to you guys for, and see what everybody thinks. Because I'm sure not comfortable going down a rabbit hole or playing conspiracy Jeopardy, okay? But I would like opinions. So that's how I'm going to talk to you guys about it and see what you all think. Or you all think. It's a black Toyota. I'm not sure if that's a Camry. Yeah, that's a Toyota, Jules. Camry's a Toyota. I don't know why my fingers just typed Camry, though. Toyota Camry, right? Isn't that what that is? Nissan, Toyota Camry. Yeah. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. And that's what's on the steering wheel, that emblem. That's the Toyota. Yeah, that's the Toyota emblem. So Tribune.
Sentinel, my understanding, and Dago can tell me if I'm right or wrong, uppers balance out the downers. From my understanding, if you take uppers and then you take downers, it will actually stop your heart.
It will cause a heart attack because your heart's going up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what happens, folks.
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure though.
We got a couple other, if anybody wants to verify what I just said, there's other medical people in here. My mother was a nurse, if she's still in here, for 40 years. Let's see. Dana, welcome. Good to see you. There's other people that have claimed to have medical knowledge in here too, but that's what happens, guys. It is. I've seen it. You can't do, you got somebody that's taking downers and then they do a rail or a line of cocaine or whatever. And then, right. Speedballing. That's what that is. Thank you, Boone. You can't do it. Diane says it can. Vicky said speedballing too. So yeah, there we go. It was just about taking uppers and downers and the fact that it can screw up your, with I have my medical background, I gave it out, and we got other people in here popping up saying the same exact things. Party's a nurse. Molly knows medical. My mother must have taken off for the day. Either way, it does happen. I know somebody speedballing. Lots of people. John Belushi went through that. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what happened with Chris Farley too. So if you're gonna go slow, stay slow. Don't try to go fast. That's all. Yeah. And if you're gonna go fast and stay fast, don't mess with it. Let it be what it is. It does. It definitely causes. There you are, mother. It definitely causes arrhythmias, so on and so forth. Speedballing, mother. We were just talking about taking downers and taking uppers and what it can do to your heart, and so on and so forth. That's all. So yeah, it definitely causes problems, folks, and that's why people go through that scenario. 120 people in here, guys. That is so awesome. I appreciate you guys so very much. Please, all of you hit that like button for me. I appreciate that so very much. More than you know. All right, folks. So we're going to watch this. This is the DUI stop. Ricky Bobby loves to go. Bama. Okay. I want you guys to watch this and to tell me your thought on this. Do you think this girl's 2 times over the limit? And he even asks her, do you know what the limit is here? Do you have any idea what the legal limit is here? And he tells her it's 0.0 something. Okay. And then he tells her what she is. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate you so very much. Just like meth and Xanax. That's correct, Molly. Thank you, dear. Anyway, I wanted your guys' opinion. I want you guys to tell me, do you think she's that drunk? Do you think so on and so forth? So anyway, after that, we're going to talk about something a little bit more involving her. Okay. Let me know how the audio is. I probably didn't do it. Let me fix it to make it happen again. Here we go. Okay. Thank you, Pink. I appreciate that so very much. And again, guys, once we watch this video, if anybody has the interest to want to call in, the number is 234-703-4047. I would love, so would Mama Bear, to hear your guys' thoughts, opinions, theories, complaints, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. I want to hear it. So, and then we're going to move into something else with this that we're going to talk about. Thank you again, Heather. So let's go. Let me know how the audio is.
Tonight, Emma. You've had something.
Some?
Yeah, you've had some.
Not enough to drive.
Okay. Hop out for me, would you?
Okay.
So the reason I ask is I can smell odor of alcohol coming from inside the car, okay? So I want to make sure you're okay to drive.
Of course.
So I can't tell if it's you or if it's them that's been drinking, right? I see you're wearing a wristband. Where's the wristband from?
Emporium.
From
Timber.
Timber, okay.
We're going from Emporium right now.
Okay. Have you had any alcohol tonight?
I have.
Okay. How much have you had to drink tonight?
1 beer.
How long ago?
At like 9 p.m.
Okay.
At Timber here. And then I was driving them to Emporium, and then we came back to Timber to get their car.
Okay. Would you mind doing some voluntary field sobriety tests to make sure you're safe to drive?
Yes. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1009. Oh, sorry. My balance is off. 1008, 1010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014.
No, Elizabeth Mason, I am not
2015,
at all.
2016.
You can stop. Go ahead and put your foot
Sorry,
down.
I don't have good balance.
I get it. I get it. It's a little cold out here, too,
My
huh?
apologies.
Hello, Deputy Miller Sheriff's Office.
Hello.
Driver's license, vehicle registration. Reason we're chatting is running the red light.
Oh, was it red?
Mine was green when you cleared the intersection.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was yellow when I went, so I'm sorry. It was yellow when I went. I'm sorry if it turned red.
What does yellow usually mean?
Go slow.
Yeah, because it's changing. You gotta come to a stop.
My apologies. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're correct.
Do you have your vehicle registration?
Yes, I do.
Where are we coming from tonight?
Oh, just the over in Emporium
Okay.
in Pullman.
All right. How much have you had to drink tonight, Emma?
None.
You've had something.
Some?
Yeah, you've had some.
Not enough to drive.
Okay. Hop out for me, would you?
Okay.
Is your buddy in the backseat okay there? He's just head bobbing over there.
Oh, no, it should be fine.
That doesn't matter.
Do you want me to cut my car off? Or?
You can leave it run for that. You got your stuff fell out there, just so you're aware.
Sorry, my head didn't fall off.
Okay. Just come stand right here for me. I'm just going to knock those lights down for just a minute. They're super bright. All right. So the reason I ask is I can smell odor of alcohol coming from inside the car, okay? So I want to make sure you're okay to drive.
Of course.
So I can't tell if it's you or if it's them that's been drinking, right? I see you're wearing a wristband. Where's the wristband from?
Emporium.
From
Timber.
Timber. Okay.
We're going from Emporium right now.
Okay. Have you had any alcohol?
I have.
Okay. How much have you had to drink tonight?
1 beer.
How long ago?
At like 9 p.m.
Okay.
At Timber here. And then I was driving them to Emporium, and then we came back to Timber to get their car.
Okay. Would you mind doing some voluntary field sobriety tests to make sure you're safe to drive?
Yes.
Do you have a jacket by chance?
I have
It's chilly out here and it's going to take a few minutes.
Yes.
You can put your jacket on if you want to.
Okay, so she remembered exactly where she came from, where she was going. She's not staggering. She's not slurring. She's not this. She's not that. I don't even think she has a buzz. I'll be honest with you guys. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, she looks sober as can be to me.
Right. Welcome, Annie. My favorite part of this video is where she says everything in the car is Marilyn's and claims she didn't have a cell phone. They never even searched the car. That's true. She's completely coherent. Correct, Jules. Also, Michelle Epple. Did I say that correct? Welcome. Also, JLR interview DoorDash told you. Well, we're going to get into that, Michelle. That's part of what my thought process went to when I saw some of these videos. And then after hearing, I got something for you guys that I want you guys to consider thinking about. Okay? But thank you for that comment, Michelle, because we're going to talk about that here in a few minutes.
16 out testing. 16 out testing. We're gonna step up here on the sidewalk. Okay. That way we're out of the road.
Yeah, David. There should be breathalyzer testing.
So, like I said, these are all voluntary. Have you had any head trauma in the last 24 hours?
No.
Been in any car wrecks or anything?
No.
Okay. I'm going to have you put both feet together, hands at your side, and I want you to remain in this position while we do this first one, okay? Do you wear contact lenses or glasses?
I do not.
Okay. You see the tip of the pen right there?
Yes.
Can you follow it with your eyes and your eyes only for me?
Yes. Is it okay if I blink?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that she is even buzzed, Vicky. I have to say, I'll be honest with you, because her reactions are too fast. Okay? Like, she's not going, she doesn't have that reactionary, like, hesitation. It's like boom, boom, boom. There's no slurring. If you watch her eyes when she does this test, she's moving right along with it. I'm just saying. I've watched a lot of these tests performed, and these people typically, even with a slight buzz, they can't hold their head still. She hasn't moved her head, guys. I mean, watch that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I agree with David. I think she is possibly on something that would bring her upwards, make her a little more hyper. Very possible. But I don't think she's done anything that would slow her down. We'll just put it that way. Especially not alcohol. Not enough to make her impaired per se.
All right, for this last one, we're going to go up. Same thing, keep your head still just with your eyes. Okay. So for this next one, we're going to, imagine a straight line out in front of you.
Okay.
Your left foot's on that line right now. I want you to put your right foot in front of it, touching heel to toe, just like I am right now.
Okay.
Can you do this for me? To remain in position while I test. So, understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're 9 on that line. Take a series of small steps around.
For 9 steps, then turn around.
Yep, and then 9 heel to toe steps back. It's going to look like this: 1, 2, 3, and so on. Go ahead and get back in that position for me. There you go. So you're going to take 9 steps. I took 3. When you get to that 9th step, you're going to take a series of small steps around your lead foot, and you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps back.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and so on until you get to 9.
Okay.
During this one, I want you to look down at your toes, count each step out loud, keep your arms at your side, and once you begin the test, don't stop until you're completed.
Okay.
Do you understand those instructions?
So go 9 forward, then come 9 back.
Yep. So 9 heel to toe steps down, turn as I instructed, and 9 heel to toe steps back. I can demonstrate again if you'd like me to.
Welcome,
No, I
Kelly.
can understand.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep, and that's fine. I have no problems with asking questions.
Okay.
You may begin.
That's a good point, and I've said that before myself because I can't do this sober, guys. There's no way. Like, some of these things are, people just don't have balance, this and that and everything else. I think she's doing amazingly. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm serious. So, well,
I'm right
Larry,
there with you, Molly.
What'd you say, Mama Bear?
I said, I'm right there with you, Molly. She said, I'm confused already. I was like, me too.
Right.
I was
I
like,
don't understand how she was arrested with this. I'm telling you. We're going to talk about that, though. I think there's a different reasoning behind this, and that's just me.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead and turn face back towards me. So we're going to go back to that first position again. Feet together, hands at your side. The next one's a one-leg stand. Pick a leg of your choice. Raise it approximately 6 inches off the ground. You're going to keep your toe pointed, so your foot's flat to the ground. And you're going to look at your toe and count out loud. 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
During this one, I want you to look down at your toe, count as instructed, arms at your side, and keep your legs straight.
Okay.
Do you have any questions on that one?
No, just until you stop.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me just a second here. Which leg are you going to raise up?
On my right.
Okay. You may begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 2009. Oh, sorry. My balance off. 2008, 2010, 2011.
Don't let that make you think anything, because I would have done that at 1,000. I wouldn't even have got 1,001 out of my mouth, and I'd have been on my face. I'm just telling you, I can't do that. I can't. Some people just can't do that. So it is what it is. And I'm pretty sure that's right there is why he made the choice he did. But anyway.
2012, 2013, 2014, 2014, 2015, 2015, 2016.
You can stop.
Okay.
Go and put your foot
Sorry,
down.
I don't have good balance.
I get it. I get it. It's a little cold out here, too.
My
huh?
apologies.
Oh, get the pocket undone here. So the last one is called the preliminary breath test. Okay. It's not in lieu of the evidentiary breath test. It's like blowing up a balloon. Deep breath in and blow out.
Okay.
All right. Deep breath in and blow. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. So you got to blow hard, okay? Not super hard, but...
My apologies. So I've
that
never
make
done this
sense?
before, so...
Right, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you. So
Okay.
you got to have a consistent
Like
pressure
that?
out, okay?
Okay.
Deep breath in and blow. There you go. All right.
You're muted.
Never fails. Sorry, I thought I had it. I'm going to explain this here in a minute, Hash. We're going to get into this, and this is where it's going to be very speculative, okay? But this is based on factual things we've seen and been told. I wanted you all to see this whole thing right here for a reason, because she was arrested, as you'll see, and went to jail under a DUI charge. That's what we're going to talk about in a moment here.
How old are you?
22.
22. Okay. How long ago was your last drink?
About an hour ago.
Okay.
I left from Emporium. I'm supposed to be DDing for my friends here.
Okay. If you had to guess, well, what is the legal limit?
I have no idea.
It's 0.08.
What does that
Because you're
mean?
over 21.
What does that mean?
And right now you're at a 0.166. Okay.
so
So right now
can you tell me what that means, please?
you're under arrest for DUI.
Okay.
I'll explain everything to you as we go. Is anybody in the car sober to drive?
Yeah.
Okay. The one in the back right seat was head bobbing, barely keeping his head up. Okay. All right. So first things first here, I got to read you your rights, okay? So right now you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney during questioning, and if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you prior to questioning if you so desire. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not make any statements or answer any questions. Do you understand these rights?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you're aware, I am recording as well.
Okay.
Do you have anything in your pockets? Is there any pockets?
No, I have
Okay.
nothing.
All right.
So, what does a DUI look like? Like, I don't understand. Like, I've never had a DUI, so I don't know.
So we'll explain all that when we get there. So we're going to go to Pullman Police Department, and that's where we go through the DUI process, okay? So we're going to go back here to my car. Go ahead and have a seat there. Is this your car?
Yes.
Okay. So if nobody in the car is sober to drive, what do you want us to do?
So everything in the car pretty much is Marilyn's,
Okay.
and then
And Marilyn's in the car?
yeah, she's in the front.
Okay.
So that's her stuff.
Okay. So if no one in that car...
I just drove them home.
Okay, so it's her car.
No, it's my car.
It's your car. Okay.
Yes.
So if nobody can drive, can I safely park your car in the parking lot here?
Of course.
If
And
they
then
can find
it
a ride.
See, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. It's a little weird. Everything in the car is Marilyn's, but it's her car. She just drove. Marilyn's
Well,
in the
boss,
car.
it's not the first time she's been arrested, so.
Right, exactly. So we'll get there.
Towed or?
No, I'm not going to tow it. I'm
Okay.
trying to find a safe place to park it off the roadway so it doesn't get towed.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Hang tight for me.
Thank you.
Step Paul 16, one in custody DUI if I can get a case. And I've got one to run at Dutch. Last Bailey. Boy, Adam, Ida, Lincoln, Edward, Young, first to come up.
Yes.
Edward, Mary, Adam, Millen, Mary. 121900, female Idaho. You said you were going to drive. Well, yeah. Do you have a phone in the car that I need to get for you?
No.
You don't have a phone? Not in the car? Okay.
No.
And I have your ID.
Oh, do you have my? Can I grab it for you or?
No, I have your ID.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I just
you
wanted
have my
to-
ID. You have my ID.
Yep, I just wanted to
Sorry,
grab
this
your-
is like the first time
I
I've
just
ever
wanted
been
to grab
arrested,
your
so I
wallet.
want to make sure.
I just wanted to grab your phone if you had it in the
I do
car.
not. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
She has no sober drivers.
She has no phone. Is this her phone?
That's what she said.
Oh, she just said she doesn't have a phone with her. Go ahead. Is that your phone? Marilyn says that's yours.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry, I thought I lost at the club.
Okay. Does that look right?
Yes.
Okay.
We live in Pullman. She lives in Moscow. So
Where do you guys live at in Pullman? 1, 2, 3. I bet you all three could fit in his car. He would love to give you guys a ride home.
okay, that works fine. So
She's
can
giving-
I ask you a
He's
question?
pretty cute.
She's given permission to park the car here.
Okay.
So it's off
So
the
can I
roadway.
ask you something?
Sure, you can ask whatever you want.
She's going to jail.
That's correct.
How much is it going to get to get her out?
Does she have a prior DUI?
Can you tell me?
I don't know. I haven't
Has
looked.
she ever been arrested for DUI before?
No,
Okay, so-
absolutely not.
so-
I'm surprised she's getting arrested right now. Just be
She's
honest.
like 2 times the
She's
legal limit.
she's twice the legal limit
okay.
right now.
So,
okay.
So it's $500 for bail.
Okay.
But she's gonna be in court.
Paul 16
Right now.
still out.
Not right this second, but
For like tonight.
yeah, at some point she'll be in court.
Here's
so can
what
I get her before she goes to cold bath?
she's licensed and clear.
No, yeah.
So wait till morning,
Okay.
like around 9 or 10 in the morning.
Okay.
It's gonna take you guys a while to come down from where
So if we have a silver driver at our home, can we go get her? Okay.
in about
It'll be
hours.
3 to 4 hours.
Okay. Okay.
But how about we give you guys a ride home? I will
Yeah.
move the car into here.
So my car is actually at Timber. I just need to grab my purse and stuff.
Okay.
Quick.
Oh,
That's why they were up at
Yeah.
Emporium and came back
We're
down
going
for
back
that.
to our
okay,
car.
do that. How about you have your keys?
Yes.
How about run there, get your purse, take a guy with you so you're not walking by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're too drunk. You can't walk.
Well, can I go with her at least?
Dude, you're too drunk. How
He's
about this
the
guy?
boyfriend though.
That guy's way more sober
I'm
than
not
you.
gonna argue.
You're hammered, dude.
I'm not gonna argue.
This kind of blew my mind too, guys, because at least around here, cops usually don't give people rides home like this. Okay,
No, they don't.
not 3 or 4 people like this either. Like that doesn't make no sense to me. But whatever, so be it.
Mhm.
Just saying. Kind of blew my mind.
Okay.
You good if I go?
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I'll go with
yeah.
Drake real
All
quick.
right.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
We'll hang out here. Go get this stuff.
Okay, so my partner is going to give them a ride back to their house.
Okay.
And my other partner is going to park your car in the parking lot right here.
Okay.
And then he'll bring me your keys.
Well, what happens to my car?
He's just going to park it here so it doesn't get towed tonight.
Okay. Thank
Okay?
you. So it just stays here until I figure it out? Or?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Let me move the car and give you the keys.
Okay. I thought you were just going to bring him over.
That's fine. You're fine. Just don't fall down and.
Okay, yo, can I just hold it?
Sure. Okay.
Sorry, I've never been arrested before.
You're okay.
I'm not really quite sure.
Thank you. I get that.
If you're not there, I will put them by your computer.
Okay, sounds good. I get that.
I don't mean to be a problem.
You're not. You're not. Step to Paul 16 being around. Hold DD with female for the test. Beginning mileage.
Good.
90512.1.
Good letter.
Step to Paul 16 MDC. 214. All right, come on out. We're going to go right in those double doors right there. Watch your step on the curb. Come around on your left side.
Sorry.
You're okay.
See the doors at the end there?
Yes.
We're going to go to the door on the right.
Okay.
So this is a little pass-through room. You're going to hang out in there, and I'll come around to the other side. I'll see you in just a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Hello. I'm recording. She's attached. Thank you. Come on. Got the camera. We're going to have a seat right here in this chair. All right. Somebody didn't clean up very nicely.
It's hard. I have an itch in some places I can't get it.
The handcuffs are annoying. I get it.
I appreciate you for being so, understanding and, accommodating.
So here's what we have to do. So we're going to go through what's called the DUI packet.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff to read. So I'm going to work on reading that to you as we go through this. Okay.
Okay.
Let me get it opened up here. Okay. First things first, because we're in here now. I know I read you your constitutional rights out there. I have to read them again now that we're inside here, okay? So right now you have the right to remain silent. You have the right at this time to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you are under the age of 18, anything you say can be used against you in a juvenile court prosecution for a juvenile offense and can also be used against you in an adult court criminal prosecution if the juvenile court decides that you are to be tried as an adult. You have the right to talk to an attorney before answering any questions. You have the right to have an attorney present during the question. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you without cost if you so desire. You can exercise these rights at any time. Do you understand these rights?
I have a question.
Okay.
So the juvenile versus the adult attorney, whatever you just said.
Okay.
Can you repeat that again?
So that would be if you are under the age of 18, anything you say can be used against you in juvenile court prosecution.
That's what I had a question on, the juvenile part. What did you bring that up for? Or
Well, it's part of the rights. So I read one of those. Do you understand these rights?
yes.
Okay. It says here, I have read or have had read to me the above explanation of my constitutional rights and I understand these. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Right here it says subject signature. Because you're in handcuffs, I'm going to write handcuffed right there.
Okay.
If you want to go back later and sign it, we can do that, okay?
Okay, thank you. How do I do that? I contact you or?
Well, we can do it at the end of this here.
Okay, perfect. I'm sorry, I'm new
You're
to this,
okay.
so
You're okay.
I'm learning as we
So
go.
part of the reason you're still in handcuffs.
And of course, he smelled it in the car. Everybody in the car was in the bar. The dude that was trashed in the back seat and everybody else, they all probably smelled like alcohol, which made the car smell that way, even if it wasn't her. So,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know. Just saying.
And the reason I do that is because in order to do the breath test, there's more things I have to go through, but in order to do the breath
Thanks
test,
for joining
you
us
have to
today,
have
brother.
a 15-minute observation time. And during that time, you can't touch your mouth, no vomiting or anything like that. And when I tell somebody they can't touch their mouth, they want to touch their mouth. So the way I process anybody that I'm going through a DUI investigation with is I leave them in handcuffs. That way they can't touch their face
Correct.
during this process.
Okay. Makes sense.
There's your car keys. He's dropping your car keys in the
thank
window. Do you have anything in your mouth right now?
I do not.
Okay. Can you open your mouth for me and I'll look?
Yes.
Tongue up. Perfect. All right.
That was my question, David.
Okay. So the next part of this is what's called implied consent warnings for breath. So warning, you are under arrest for RCW 4661-502 or RCW 4661-504. Driving, hang on, let me back up here. I skipped a part, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
In reference to the constitutional rights, you acknowledged that you understand your constitutional rights.
Correct.
This next portion here says, I understand my constitutional rights. I have decided not to exercise these rights at this time. Any statements made by me are made freely, voluntarily, and without threats or promises of any kind.
Could you say that? I don't quite understand what that means.
Okay.
Could you understand?
Do you want to talk to an attorney right now?
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Could you read it to me again?
Do you want to exercise your rights at this time?
That means do I want to talk to an attorney?
Correct.
Okay.
So that's what this is. By reading this and signing here, it's saying right now you do not want to exercise your rights and speak with an attorney right now.
What is the difference? I'm sorry, I don't know if you're the
So,
person to ask me. But
I cannot give you legal advice. Okay. I can reread things that are on this form, but I cannot give you legal advice.
What can you tell me what would happen if I did or did not talk to an attorney?
If you want to speak with an attorney, I'll call one and we'll go in that room and you'll talk to an attorney on the phone.
Are they available at this hour?
Yep, 24 hours a day. We always have an on-call attorney.
Could I speak to one?
Yep.
Are they able to give me legal advice?
Yes, they are.
Okay, I just want to learn. So.
Yep. All right. All right. Here's the deal. You've been cooperative, so go ahead and stand up, and I'll take you out of handcuffs while we go in the other room. Just turn and face that way for me. While you go in here and talk to the attorney, I'll get you out of handcuffs for now.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I know they're not comfortable.
I know.
Right on in there.
Thank you. And I just asked them the questions down on.
Whatever you want to ask them, they will be able to help
Okay.
answer those questions.
Okay.
That's not. Oh, there it is. No, you can have a seat in that chair right there.
She's been arrested before. She knows what to do.
What was the question again? I'm not even sure what I'm asking.
So I will explain to them that you're
I
under
don't
arrest.
understand all the words and everything.
I will do my best. They're really good at answering your questions.
Okay, I just didn't understand what the question or I didn't understand what it was.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know what to ask.
They will be able to explain the process legally and what your rights are for you, okay?
I'm not big on government or anything like that.
Steve Mornick. Hi, Steve. Deputy Miller with the Sheriff's Office. I currently have Emma in custody at Pullman Police Department for DUI. I read the constitutional rights, and when I read, she understands her rights, and when I asked if she wanted to waive them, she had lots of questions for me, so I felt that it was best to put her on the phone with an attorney. So this is Emma, and I'm going to step out of the room. This is Attorney Steve Martnick, okay? When you're done with the phone call, just come knock on the window, okay? All right. Just starting. She's on the phone with the attorney.
Alrighty.
Sorry.
Need a second drink. All right, so until she comes out, I'll have you sit in that chair, and then we'll switch places.
Yep. No, you're good. I'm totally good with it.
As soon as she comes out, that stays all over. All right, so the first thing that you do is to open your mouth. Can you open your mouth for me? Lift up your tongue. All right.
Nope, you're good. You're good. I was grabbing her car keys out of there.
Take a look through the Jeff. Okay. And the state asks that we not elaborate on this at all. You read it for us if you have questions, but aside from that, I can't try to explain it in my words. All right, so the first thing is just the same rights that are to your own. So you have the right to remain silent. You have the right at this time for an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you are under the age of 18, anything you say can be used against you in a juvenile court prosecution for a juvenile offense and can also be used against you in an adult court criminal prosecution if the juvenile court decides that you are.
0236. Before we do that, you have the right at this time to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. If you are under the age of 18, anything you say can be used against you in a juvenile court prosecution for a juvenile offense and can also be used against you in an adult court criminal prosecution if the juvenile court decides that you are to be tried as an adult. You have the right to talk to an attorney before answering any questions. You have the right to have an attorney present during the questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you without cost if you so desire. You can exercise these rights at any time. Do you understand these rights?
Yes. As far as I know.
Okay. I'm just going to put a new timestamp on here. Oops. I hit the space bar and make the page go down. Come back. Check. And we'll continue on, okay? If you'd like to follow along with me, influence or RCW 4661504. Physical control driving a commercial motor vehicle.
Hold on, folks.
Can I ask questions?
I cannot explain anything. I can reread this,
Okay.
but that was the.
Until.
That's an attorney question because observation.
So.
All right. Mailed to the address of record on file with the Department of License.
Does that mean the ticket or?
That means that when Washington suspends your license, if they do, they will mail it to your driver's license address, whatever address is on your license. That's where they're going to send it.
And that's all that.
So this statement here says, I've been given this form, including the steps required to obtain a hearing. And I understand that the notice of suspension, revocation, or denial of license will be mailed to the address of record on file with Department of License.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm looking for is a signature on this line right here stating that you got a copy of this. You don't have to sign it. It's totally up to you if you want to sign it.
Okay. I'm just saying.
All it's saying is that you got a copy of this.
Okay.
If you guys notice through this entire thing, and I mean the entire thing, she's very, very, very observant. She's very on point with things. She's paying attention. She's asking every question she can. And I mean, these are the right questions to ask, folks, if you're going to ask questions. I mean, really, seriously, she is on point. Yeah, she was, yeah, that's correct. Mama Bear said the drug arrest was after this. She just seems to know a lot about this. Okay. A whole lot. So I'm just, I don't know. It is what it is. Yes, there's 157 people in here, folks, guys. Please, for those of you that haven't, if you haven't, please hit that like button for me. I appreciate that so very much, and share this out if you would.
I'm going to put today's date, 2/12, on there. Just so you can see it as well, okay? All right. So what the next step is you are going to be booked into the jail, which means we got to take a trip over to Colfax, okay?
Okay.
You've never been arrested for DUI before?
No, I've never
Okay.
been arrested.
So
at
if
all.
this is your first offense, you have the ability to bail out. It'll be $500, and they'll have you sign a promise to appear in court, and they will give you your court date of when you need to be back in court.
Do you know roughly how long I would get out without bail?
Usually it's going to be Monday afternoon. It's going to be court.
Okay. Which would be when I would get out.
That's because she's not. She's not even remotely.
No, you could bail out and have somebody pick you up this morning within 3 to 4 hours.
But that's the bond versus the
Yep.
bail, correct? So my
Bail
bail
bond.
is 5,000.
Bail, bond are the same thing.
Oh, I thought bail was like, I say if I was 500 bond, it would be 5,000 bail?
Nope, it's $500 cash because it's a gross misdemeanor.
Okay.
It's $500 cash to get out of jail.
Okay.
And that's your money saying I'm going to come back to court.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
But if I would not do that,
If you do
I would go to court on
If you do
Monday,
not post bail, you go to court on Monday and
And-
see a judge.
and then they would issue me when I get out.
You get, and then the judge would
No
determine
worries, Sylvia. It's
when
good to
get
have
out
you
and
here.
if there's bail or not.
Do you know roughly, like for my first offense of a DUI or anything?
The judge does what the judge does. I don't have any say or knowledge of that.
Okay.
So I'm going to hang on to these documents. You've been more than cooperative with me, and I appreciate that. So you're not going to go in back in handcuffs, okay?
Thank
You
you.
stay cool with me, no handcuffs. You've been cool with me,
Appreciate it. I
okay?
appreciate that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to walk back over to that door, and we're going to go back out to my car.
Could I ask you, so my car, is it gonna get towed or?
I can't guarantee that it's not, but I moved it off of the roadway,
So it's in the parking lot?
it's in the gravel parking lot by those
So whatever
greyways.
the town does with it?
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
so it's not up to you, it's up to the
It's
town?
up to Pullman City. Usually they won't tow them. They know, they can see back through the cases that your car is attached to a DUI tonight.
Okay.
Usually they don't tow it the next day. I have your car key right here,
Perfect.
so we'll get that over there as well, okay? And I have your phone in the car.
Now, the only other thing that I kind of questioned about this, okay, and this is just me, it doesn't really mean anything. This is just me. Around here, if you're in a local vicinity, okay, of like, no, I'm saying the wrong word, not vicinity, but a local area where there's a local police department that patrol regularly, usually the sheriff's department does not pull people over. Usually it is like if she's in Pullman, it would typically, I would think it would be Pullman Police Department should have pulled her over if they're out doing their patrols, so on and so forth. Around here, we don't do that kind of stuff. The sheriff's department does not pull people over unless like she's being really crazy, erratic, blah, blah, blah. That would have happened here. But other than that, they would drive right past you and maybe call it into local PD and have, hey, you got somebody driving kind of crazy over here. Unless it, like I said, or she would have been pulled over. I'll just put it that way. Because she ran through a yellow light that turned red as she was going through it. That happens every day, guys. I've done that. I don't know how many times. They say that they want you to slow down through a yellow light, but it does happen. Okay. She did not run a red light on purpose. It wasn't a solid red as she did it. It was turning yellow. She went through. End of story.
Yeah.
And the sheriff's department pulled her over almost as if, in my opinion, that like they were watching her for some reason. I'm not saying they were. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy guy. I'm just telling you guys. It's weird to me. That's all I'm saying. That is Emma Bailey, black-haired chick, 10. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So, that being said, I just think it's weird. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
We're gonna make you walk all the way up to
We're going to go right back to that pass-through door, and I will see you on the other side, okay?
Thank you.
Keep walking on now. Of course, fire's ready to walk out the door too. Everybody's got to do it once, right? Well, if my camera was going to make it to Colfax, I wouldn't care, but there's no way it's making it to Colfax tonight. All right, come on out. We're going to go right back to my car.
What are you talking about, Annie? You said, yep, already passed it. What do you mean? An hamburger and a gambler. Okay. That's funny. That's funny, Pamela. Well, Pamela, I mean, I know things are a little different in the UK, but laws are laws for the most part. Pamela's a retired police officer. Let me ask you, Pam, would you have pulled her over for that? And as a retired police officer, did she look like she's impaired to you enough to have to do all that? Now, that's something else too, folks. Again, this is the sheriff's department. Maybe it's just Ohio, but the sheriff's department, they're not going to go through all this because of somebody that went through a yellow light and it turned red as she was crossing under. It's just weird to me. That's all I'm saying. The part where she takes the, wait a minute, hold on. Out of her pants with a tissue and put some in the trash can in that. Oh, I didn't see that. That happened. This room here. I did not see that. Where are we at with where am I? Where do I need to be with that, Annie?
Good part.
Where's it at, guys? Does anybody know from this point where it's at?
Brings her. Said watch when he brings her back to the room after breathalyzer. She grabs the tissue.
Is that before or after this? Sorry, folks. I didn't mean. I was trying to skip through some of the other stuff to. I mean, I knew that was in here. I had heard that, but she gets out of the chair. There's stuff on the chair. Oh, right here. After this. Okay, so I'm going forward. Sorry.
I give the breath test if it's not pliable. Okay.
And then
My apologies, everyone. I did not mean to skip that far past it. I was trying to get to just my apologies. Did I go past it? All right, let's see. We'll just go from here and let it be. Low 12, good to see you.
okay. Thank you. All right. Big deep breath and blow. There you go. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. And go.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. It takes a minute. God forbid you got asthma. You're going to fail.
Right?
Hello. Yep, I'm working on it.
I gotta go get my kiddo.
I'm
I'll see you
just
tonight.
we'll swap completely.
Later.
We're gonna.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Mom Bear?
I gotta go get my kiddo, and another
Okay.
one has an appointment. So I'll talk to you later, or see you tonight on the show.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
welcome.
And we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye, guys.
Stand up and go in the other room. As soon as he steps out of here, when we go in there, I'll take your handcuffs off in just a second, okay? He's gonna come out and take that chair. And you're gonna go in the room there. Get your handcuffs off first. So hang tight right there. Relax your hand for me. There we go. We'll swap completely.
Okay. You wanna come on out?
We're gonna stand up and go in the other room. As soon as he steps out of here, when we go in there, I'll take your handcuffs off in just a second, okay?
Okay.
He's gonna come out and take that chair. And you're gonna go in the room there. Get your handcuffs off first. So hang tight right there. Relax your hand for me. There you go. Okay. Go and have a seat in the chair.
Hey, Dago, may I ask you a question? Are you possibly, maybe, could be, might be also Doc? I am not Doc Thrifty. I've heard that. I sound like him before, but I'm not. I am not. Sorry, Patricia. I just am not. No worries, though. I appreciate you. I get it. I've been told that before, so don't worry about it.
I'm gonna grab our paperwork and I'll be right back in, okay?
You can tell by the look on her face that she's getting ready to do something. Look at it. How she kind of is looking at the. Hold on, guys. There we go. All right, let's do that. I want to make sure.
Go and have a seat in the chair. I'm gonna grab our paperwork and I'll be right back in, okay?
She's reaching back. Yep, there she goes. She got down in there. That's why she sat up like that. Wow. Now let's look at it. Wrap it up. Throw it away. Let's look at it to make sure it's covered up. Wow. Yep. You are absolutely right, Tsunami. Whatever drugs she had in her pants, Pamela. She was down in there. She came way up and then went pretty deep. Yeah, kind of, Sarge. I agree. Yes, she's really good at what she's doing. That's a fact, Nikki. Could have been anything, David, probably. That was it. There's the spot right there, folks. Okay, I'm going to finish this out, and we'll move on to the next part. I don't want you guys to watch this so slow, but...
Okay, so it printed out your results.
Okay.
So it looks at your breath two different ways. It's called IR and EC. This first one is your first breath sample. This one here is your second breath sample. So your first result was a 0.180, and your second one is a 0.179. Okay, so you're more than double the legal limit. Okay, so one of these copies will be yours.
And here's the thing, everybody. because the way the camera's set up in there, you don't actually see what she does. We know what she did, but you don't see her hand go in the garbage can. You don't see this. You don't see that. So if they were to find it in the garbage can, prove that it's hers. You can't. The only way you could do that is if there was nothing else in that garbage can. It was emptied right before she went in. And look at her face now. She knows what she got away with. You can see it on her face. Look. She knows what she got away with. Amen to that one, Aiden.
So the other portion of this is in that implied consent, if your breath sample is over the 0.08, the Department of Licensing is going to suspend your driver's license, okay? I know your license is through Idaho,
Yes.
but the state of Washington is going to suspend your license.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
I
so
can't drive in Washington?
there's two portions to a DUI. There's what's called the criminal investigation, which is the court process. And then there's a civil side of it.
Okay.
This portion of suspending your driver's license is the civil side of it.
Okay.
And so DOL, this form explains what to do in order to contest the suspension of your driver's license. Because you're out of state, I don't know the process of how that works.
What does contest? You said contest? What does that mean?
Contest means argue.
Argue?
Argue.
Okay, okay.
Like you don't agree.
Now she's just playing dumb because she knew. You had to have known what that meant. Sorry. I don't know, Molly. If they did, they should. And that's a fact, Boone. Boone's right, guys. She's probably super happy to take a DUI over a drug, especially that type of a drug charge. Does anyone know who or know if anyone's ever verified Kopaka treated his roommates? There was roommates. I'm not sure, Nikki. Thanks for being here, though, hon. I appreciate you. Annie says, trust me, they know she put drugs in their trash can. I kind of was thinking that, you know, at this point. But there's more to this, folks, that we're going to get to here in a second, as to why I'm doing
Your
this.
license should be suspended.
Okay.
That's what this form does, is it allows you to contest the suspension. But
Okay.
because you're in out of state, I would recommend calling Department of Licensing. I'm going to give you, and I'm going to. Of course, fire's ready to walk out the door too. Everybody's got to do it once, right? Well, if my camera was going to make it to Colfax, I wouldn't care, but there's no way it's making it to Colfax tonight. All right, come on out. We're going to go right back to my car. Go ahead and have a seat there. I'll be right back with you in just a minute, okay?
Yeah, they definitely do. Lugaroo, they do watch those cameras. I'm pretty sure of it. And where did it go? Yeah, that's true too, Patricia. They started monitoring her not long after this. Within a month, arrested her and Demetrius for supplying drugs to someone who died. And I think she was being watched. I'll be honest with you guys. Based on what I had saw and heard from different sources, I thought she was being watched at this point, to be honest with you. Like slightly, but not hardcore. So very possible.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Just so you know, my camera's up here recording still.
Okay.
Do you want your phone to make a phone call?
Can I make a phone call now?
You can.
Okay.
So Let's get your seatbelt
Hope
on
to see you
first.
soon, Sarge. Thanks for joining us. Take care and be
How
safe.
about the bail or
If
cash?
Yep. If somebody can come bail you out, they can use credit.
Can I make it like 2 phone calls? I have
Yeah,
2 people to call and I don't know if they're going to answer.
You can use your phone all the way until we get to Colfax.
I appreciate you.
Okay?
Thank you.
It's about 15 minutes. You've been cooperative, so you can use your phone. When we get to the jail, I take your phone back. You have to go through I have to go upstairs and do paperwork, which takes about an hour to 2.
Once again, this is beyond weird for me. Being cooperative or not, I've never seen anything like this done. I'll just be honest with you.
Through the booking process, and then they'll let you make the phone call then if you need to later on, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate this.
All right.
Yeah, I know, Tsunami. It's not. It's pretty lengthy. Thank you, Heather. Again, my channel is fully crowdfunded, folks. So anybody that would be interested in donating to support this channel, there's links there for Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. And I do absolutely appreciate that, folks, because it keeps me up and running to come out here to bring you guys this stuff. So thank you.
It's 500, correct?
What's up, Darren?
Okay.
500, correct? Now think about something, folks. Where is a girl this age going to get that kind of money like this? Come on now.
Step call 16 NBC.
Great, okay. Hello? Hi, are you sleeping? Okay, it's important. I need you to listen. I got arrested for a DUI. So my bail is $500 cash. If you could get that out of my
Cash or card. They can bring card
then I
too.
can get bailed out. Women. So I'm in the police car now. I'm getting transported to Colfax.
Yep.
But they gave me my phone to contact anybody until I get to Colfax. So I'm going to jail right now. In jail. No. But if you can get the money out of my yes, to Colfax. And just so if you go to Dad's house and you have your key and then my safe number. No, he didn't answer. Called him first. But if you
22-year-old girl has a safe. Come on. This doesn't happen, folks. I mean, I was 22 once. I dated girls that were 22 once. This is not a normal 22-year-old girl, in my opinion. I'm sorry. This is why I'm showing you all this, guys. Welcome, Amy. Good to see you, hon. Thanks for joining us. But again, listen to what she's saying in the car, okay? Or exactly, Red. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, Bama Skin. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that so very much. Those of you guys that have dropped the super chats and super stickers today, I am absolutely, you have no idea how much it's appreciated. It definitely helps with the channel to keep me doing what I'm doing. And I do appreciate you all so very much. Yeah, she's definitely like an in charge person. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can hear her tones, the way she is. Sorry about that, folks. 1 second. But yeah, she's kind of manipulative in a sense, in my way, or in my opinion. And I'm just saying, folks, pay attention. because there's some things here to catch. There we go. Thank you, Bema. I appreciate that so very much. Right. That's what I'm saying. 22-year-old kids don't have a damn safe. Okay. It's just not, it just doesn't happen, guys.
My safe number is.
And she was, she was supremely cooperative. There was not one bit of argumentation, nothing.
Colfax. Do you have the key? Okay. I won't have my phone once I get to Colfax. So it's in Pullman by Timber, which is a club. Yeah. So excuse me.
Yep.
Should I be able to get my phone and my key if I get bailed out?
Yep.
Okay, so I should be able to get my phone and my key once I'm bailed out, and then I'll be able to drive to my car and then have my phone as well. Well, yes, but I'll be able to get to my car or have my key to get there. I'm driving to Colfax right now in the police car. And so you have the key to Dad's house, correct? Okay, do you remember the passcode to my safe? Yes, pound, and then grab cash, whatever you need out of there, and then just come to Colfax. And if you need extra money for yourself because it's an inconvenience, then that's okay.
Not only is she telling somebody to take $500 cash out of her safe, she has $500 cash in her safe at 22 years old. Take some extra for yourself because it's an inconvenience. Come on, you know. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Whoever it is knows well, she gave the code. They blanked it out, but still, yeah. And they had a key. Come on now. Think about this, folks. We're going to get to that hash. It's coming right now, bro.
I'm sorry. I called Dad first, but he didn't answer. I haven't seen him for like 2 days, and he hasn't been answering me for 2 days, so. Okay. Well, you know, Colfax, I'll be there until you come with the bail.
Just to confirm, UI is 500 bail.
Just type in Colfax. So
Perfect, thank you.
So where you would park normally, and then walk in where it looks like the courtyard is, and then you walk to the right, and then you walk in, and then you just ask for who you like, Emma Bailey, and then you give them the cash sign, and then I should be able to get out.
Exactly.
You remember the passcode again?
Now I'm going to put something in your guys' heads right now. Okay? Bear with me and don't judge me. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it's something I've been thinking about after seeing this. Okay? I see that, Darren. Thank you so much. 775 people in here, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Please hit that like button if you haven't. I appreciate you so very much. So the other day, we heard I talked about this in my stream myself, and then we heard a video of an interview that was done. I'm going to tell you this before I let this finish, and then we're going to go into it more. I'm going to talk about a video that was an interview that was done at the Jack in the Box. Okay. There was a lady that was talking to the two male workers at Jack in the Box. When they described, when it was asked who was the DoorDash driver that night, do you know her? Blah, blah, blah. Jules did a video about this too. You know, it was kind of sus, the video, and maybe the guys she was talking to were kind of like Cheech and Chong, in my opinion, you know. Hey man, what do you think? You know, that kind of stuff. It was kind of crazy. But when they described who it was, they said it was a woman, a girl. said that she stopped doing it for a while after this, and then she came back to doing it again. And they said that she had long black hair. Think about that. Just keep that right here and think about that as we finish this up.
Yes. Not the, so like hashtag sign. That's what it is. Pound. Hashtag sign. It's in, my safe is next to my bed on the bench. Okay. And if you can't find it, then I'll just give you whatever you want afterwards.
I'll show you, Joel, in a minute.
Send you extra money or whatever. Okay.
She's either talking to mom or sisters, brothers, aunts, whoever lives. It's probably her mother, I'm going to venture to say, or a brother or sister, okay?
I love you. Thank you so much.
One of these, stay in here. All that is your property.
Thank you, Don. I appreciate that, bro. She does not even seem phased. That any 22-year-old girl that gets arrested and goes through all this is going to be crying her eyes out, freaking out. Especially when they don't believe they did anything wrong. She's not even worried about it, folks. Why?
Come on out. All right, I'll take your phone back. We're just gonna go stand by the wall right there, and one of the guys will come out and chat with us. I got some questions before you go inside. Sounds like you have somebody coming over to bail you out?
Yes.
Okay,
I think they're on their way right now.
okay. It'll probably be about 2 hours still,
Okay.
because I have to go upstairs. Yeah, I have to go upstairs and do type of report, what's called
Did you guys catch that right there? She never been arrested before. She has no idea what she's going through, asking all these questions. Then she just says, you mean I got to go through booking? Come on. Come on.
probable cause affidavit to give to them why I arrested you, and then they have to go through the booking process with you. As soon as that's completed, then you get out.
Okay.
I've got a few questions before you come in. Have you had any breathing difficulties?
No.
Have you experienced a loss of taste or smell?
No.
Have you experienced nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea?
No.
Have you been in contact with anyone diagnosed with COVID-19 or who's been placed in quarantine?
No.
Is there any possibility that you could be pregnant?
No.
Okay, you did not check. Okay, listen to this next part carefully. All inmates will body scan to check for contraband. All property items will be searched. Introduction of contraband such as controlled substances, alcohol, marijuana, other intoxicants, cell phones, or other electronics into a correctional facility is a felony criminal offense. You will receive amnesty from criminal charges for introduction of contraband into a correctional facility if you honestly and accurately provide information about any contraband before entering the booking area. Do you have any contraband? Good.
We need to go to the restroom first.
Okay.
Yes.
Questions in that door right there.
Okay, thank you. Just open?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll open the lights on for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yep.
Nobody is, Diane. Don't worry.
Hi, sir.
You're allowed to voice your opinion here.
I'm doing all right. Pullman had two in holding. They sent one to the hospital. One's
Sorry I did it again. Jules, if you're in here, let me know and I will show you that part real quick. Because it blew my mind the first time I saw it too. 197 in here now, folks. You guys are amazing people. I love you guys to death. Please, please hit that like button. Can we make 200, folks? Can we break 200 people in here and get 200 likes for that? Come on, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Anyway, if you're still in here, Jules, I want you to see this because I couldn't believe it. And again, guys, I can't believe a 22-year-old girl has $500 plus cash in her safe. The fact that she has a safe alone blows my mind. At 22 years old, I had cash rolled up in balls in my pockets, and I'd pull it out and straighten it out. What's up, Vix Logic? Good to see you. But I'm just saying, there it is. 200 people in here, guys. Hell yeah. Give me 200 likes, everybody. Come on. We can do that. We can do that. Anyway, as I'm saying, no way, Hash. No way. No way. Absolutely. Absolutely lost. Are you here, Jules? No, I don't see you here this time. She's probably busy again, guys. I wanted to show her that actual part in the video where she actually did what she did. But so be it. She'll see it. This whole thing has blown my mind. She probably has 500K in her safe. You're probably right, Casey, with what being out in college, doing what she's doing. Now, as I said, folks, it was said in the interview with the people from Jack in the Box that the driver was a long, how'd they put it? Long black haired girl. Yeah. A girl with long black hair. There we go. Sorry. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. Anyway, it made me think about that. If she's doing this, if she's doing the drug thing per se, we talked about this the other day. What better way, and it's been going on around here, and from what I've heard all over the place, okay, that DoorDashers use DoorDash for dealing. Now, that interview, folks, there's something in that interview that I heard that really caught my attention. One of the guys that was being talked to said it was weird how she ordered it for herself and picked it up. What? It was weird how she ordered it for herself and picked it up. I may have heard, I'm pretty sure I heard it like that. I might be wrong, but I'm thinking, I'm almost positive that's how I heard that. If anybody else heard that and I'm wrong, tell me, and I'll say it. I don't care. I've been wrong before. It's okay to be wrong, but when you're listening to things, sometimes you don't hear them right. But I'm pretty sure how he said, yeah, it was kind of weird how she ordered it for herself and picked it up. I do. I believe I do. And I can play it. You did hear it too, Lost. So she ordered her own DoorDash in her own name and picked it up. And then why? Why did she do that night? I'll pull it up, Kelly. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure I still have it. So, yeah. Think about it. Think about it, folks. Put it together with what we know already. Put that together with the timeline. And I'm not saying this is facts, folks. This is all very, very speculative and completely alleged, but she's a long, dark-haired girl. We know who she is and what she does for a living, per se. It all kind of fits together, in my opinion. That's kind of, yes, Heather, that's kind of crazy. So I don't think we need any more of this, okay? Because we're pretty much gotten through all the main parts, the good parts.
DOL information in reference to your license getting suspended through potentially getting suspended through Washington. Okay?
Yes.
So I just want to make sure you knew he's going to hang on to all these as your property. Yep.
Yes, Molly. What I'm saying, they never named her, but they said that the girl that was when they were asked at the restaurant or at Jack in the Box, I'm sorry, if they knew who the girl was that was the DoorDash driver, if they knew her name, they said no, or if they knew who it was, if they had a name, And they said, no, it was a girl with long black hair. Well, guys, ta-da, okay. So it was something to think about. Now, I think the DoorDash order was done after the homicides to intentionally deviate the timeline of the crime. Ellie said Xana received a DoorDash. They didn't confirm she ordered it. Right. So along with the interview with the Jack in the Box people, they also said, as the two guys started talking, he called another guy over. They were, like I said, Cheech and Chong, but they were still talking, and said, yeah, it was kind of weird how she had ordered it for herself and picked it up. What did you mean by that? Okay, but that is weird to say that. And I really went back and listened to it again. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they said. We're going to do it again here in a minute. I just wanted you guys to have this in your mind as we go into this, okay? Because it's something that really blew the top off of this for me, because I was like, wait a minute. Oh my God, okay, that makes sense. And yeah, DUI charge is way better than dealing with what she probably would have dealt with. I don't think she was carrying just weed on her, guys. I really don't. So anyway, like I said, I'm pretty sure.
And then he'll go through a whole bunch of stuff with you. I'll go start working on paperwork so I don't hang delayed anymore than I have to. Okay?
And if I get bailed, I have the key, my phone, and this.
Good thing you said that. I do. It's in here. I would have realized it when I got upstairs.
Can you take all your jewelry off?
Yes.
Put it in here?
So there is your key and there's your phone.
Okay.
He has those. That was all I had.
I appreciate
Okay?
that.
Awesome. Have a good night.
You too, thank you.
Thanks. This one here?
Yep.
All right.
Thanks again, Heather.
No problem. Your door will be unlocked. I'll let them out.
I'm just kidding.
That's a lot of paperwork. All right. End of the line. Oh, thank you. Yep. I'll let you out on your side.
Your lunchbox.
Perfect. Thank you very much. All right.
Thank you, sir.
I do have a lot of snacks, but you can't have any.
So they're all mine.
All right. Have a good night.
There it is, folks. Now, uno momento. Thank you guys all for joining me today. Seriously, guys, I appreciate you guys so very much for being here, for wanting to hear this, and to talk about this stuff, folks. It means a lot to me. It really does. You guys,
that has been dubbed WSU Kim.
What you guys are doing,
Jonathan Lee Richards,
for this channel, I really, really appreciate you guys so very much. For those of you that have subscribed recently, thank you for that as well. I really appreciate you guys. I can't say it enough. I really can't. I want to be able to bring this stuff to you guys in the best way that I possibly can. Again, folks, I claim to be in my channel. I claim that this channel is the voice for the voiceless, and all I'm looking for is for these girls and Ethan to get true justice for what happened to them. And that's why we do what we do in here, guys. So thank you, all of you, for being here. Welcome, Dee Dee Hicks. Well, we will see here. We're going to do the audio on this. Give me a moment. All right, guys, we're going to listen to the interview at Jack in the Box. I don't know who this woman was. I hope the volume and the audio is good for you guys. Yes, Diane, I have. I can show you one. Tiger claw knife is no joke. One moment here. All right, let me know if the audio is good. Please. Please, please.
Hey, isn't this the Jack in the Box where they got, remember the Coburger murders in Moscow?
Yeah.
Santa got Jack in the Box
Yeah.
from here.
We had police officers and feds up and like asking for footage and stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. And it happened like there was a couple like they came in here a few days, like not in a row, but there was a few times they were in your house because I don't really know how they found out like what the evidence was.
Well, because it was like the DoorDash got picked up from here.
Yeah.
Did you ever find out like who the DoorDash driver was?
I don't know ever personally. I've seen it through. I know I made the dude's food a lot though for the guy. And I remember his name very clearly up on my screen. I actually did the credit.
What is it?
It's like Brian something. Brian is like Brian C. I just don't know the last name clearly. But like
Was it Brent Kopaka?
no, it was like Brian Koberger or something like that. I think that was his name.
The DoorDash driver?
No, not the DoorDash driver. The person
Yeah, the killer's name.
yeah.
I'm talking about the DoorDash driver. Who was the DoorDash driver?
You know the DoorDash driver that was DoorDashing for the murder?
Yes.
Yeah. You know,
I don't know her name,
Dang.
but I was talking to her the other day.
Who was it?
I don't remember her name.
Oh, it's a girl.
But yeah, she has like black hair.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, there it is. So, first of all, they were talking. This is a burger place, mind you. Okay, that kind of threw me off a little bit too. The first part of that they thought that they were talking that she was talking about the suspect that they have in custody. Okay, so this woman was in the store talking to them. It wasn't a caller. So they called the other guy over and he said, you know, the DoorDash. Yeah, I was talking to her the other day. She has black hair, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there it is. So anyway, Koberger is a vegan, folks. You out of here, Boone? All right, hon. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope to see you tonight. So there it is, folks. Black hair. Okay, it made me think. Wait a minute. Okay, what better way to do your deals than be a DoorDash? So it made me wonder. Okay, it really did. It made me wonder. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. It's not. Let's like once again. I don't really like to do the whole conspiracy thing, but like different pieces fit together. If you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Thank you, Heather. Again, guys, real quick. Tonight. Mondays and Thursdays, I do the midnight series, I call it, and I run and I do, I tell true crime stories that they've made into Hollywood movies. Okay. Tonight we're doing the, based on the movie Frozen Ground with Nicolas Cage and John Cusack. Is the true story behind it is the story of Bobby the Butcher Hansen, or Robert Hansen, the serial killer. He unalived 17 people in Alaska. Pretty nasty like too. So that's what I'm running tonight by chance at 7 p.m. If anybody's interested. If not, no worries, folks. We have a few regular people that do come check this out. It's pretty interesting for the most part. So besides that, wonder about how I know they do remind Jules, you're right. They do remind me of Cheech and Chong, but they, you know, he did say that. But anyway, let me finish this off for you guys, and then we'll move on to the next part of what I was going to tell you guys or talk about with you guys.
She came in, she said she thought, because I haven't seen her in a while, she thought they were dashing a little bit. The FBI was investigating the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, so she probably had like trauma.
Probably a little bit, yeah, especially being involved in that.
I mean, it's kind of weird. She ordered it, or she dropped it off like that. Yeah.
So it was a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I assumed it was a guy this whole time.
It was a girl.
So it was a girl.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit, yeah, especially being involved in that.
I mean, it's kind of weird. She ordered it, or she dropped it off like that.
There it is. That part. It's kind of weird that she ordered it and then she dropped it off like that. You see what I'm saying? That too caught my attention. Once again, I was like, wait, why? You know what I mean?
The FBI investigating the whole thing.
Oh, so she probably had like trauma.
Probably a little bit, especially being involved in that.
I mean, it's kind of weird. She ordered it or she dropped it off like that.
She ordered it and she dropped it off like that. There again, there it is. Make out of it what you may. I will as I will. Little by little, I'm trying to put these little things together in my mind and with what my research I've done and my notes and all that. And it's just things are kind of starting to look a certain way to me, folks. Okay, they really are. So I'm just saying, I don't know. Like I said, guys. Yeah, these two are definitely Cheech and Chongers, I'm telling you. But I mean, that part of it, you know, it's got to be pretty simple. It was a girl with dark hair. It is what it is. These guys could be high school kids for all I know, you know. Oh, here, let me put it up for you guys to see. When you order from DoorDash, the company makes the order, not you. That's what he's talking about. They do it. She doesn't. That's why it was so weird that she made the order and picked it up and dropped it off like that. It is weird to do it like that. You see what I'm saying? Why did she do that? It was a special order. That's all I'm saying, folks. Think about it. That's all I'm saying. American Princess, good to see you. This was at the Jack in the Box in Pullman. The only one around them, I'm guessing. Michelle's in the house. Good to see you, dear. It's okay, dear. You can always go back and rewatch it. But as I was stating, for anybody that just walked in, we just went through and we listened to the call from WSU Kim. Okay, she called into Opinionated Idiots channel Saturday night, spoke with Brian. Again, guys, for those of you that haven't checked him out, please go check out that channel. It's a great channel. That we don't know yet, Heather. That's how I was going to explain that. And she had a short conversation with Brian, which was kind of interesting to me. In there, she kind of talked about Emma Bailey a little bit, okay? Then we go and we watched the DUI arrest on Emma Bailey, okay? And as you guys all saw, she didn't seem like she was remotely intoxicated, but she was arrested. While she was being arrested, while she was sitting in there, we watched her, what looks to me and most other people, she grabbed a tissue out of the thing. It looks like she got something out of her pants and threw it away very quiet and carefully. Then, as she's being transported to the jail, she contacts somebody and says she tried to call dad. He hasn't talked to her in 2 days. Do you have the key? Yes, you do. Okay. Can you go into my safe? I'm a 22-year-old college kid. He's only been out of high school for a couple of years. Can you go into my safe and very nonchalantly says, can you just pull out $500 and whatever you need for yourself because it's an inconvenience and come on down here to Clopax and bail me out. Really? How many 22-year-olds know that can do that? Welcome, Catherine. Lauren. T-Rev told everyone what was in the emails Kim sent him. He didn't read everything, but there's disturbing details in there. I don't know WTF to think. Facts, Catherine, facts. Thank you for that. So, moving on. Then we have an interview, okay, that where we're at now, of a woman speaking to two workers at Jack in the Box in Pullman. And they said that the DoorDash driver was a young girl, or a girl with black hair. And then they said also that it was kind of weird how she ordered it and picked it up and dropped it off herself, because that doesn't work that way. The whole thing kind of fits in a different way to me, okay? I'm just showing this to you guys. That's all. Yeah, the police video was very telling, okay? And she played dumb through a lot of different things, said she'd never been arrested before, but then she caught herself by saying things that you would only know if you know somebody there, or you know because you've been arrested before, or you know people that have been arrested, or so on and so forth. You know, she knew a lot. Okay. Thank you once again, Miss Heather. American Princess, good to see you here as well. And Alexis, you too. She's definitely has some cracking. Yeah, got you. So there's that, everybody. Now, we all know, based on the timeline that we have been told, supposedly at one point in time, there was a DoorDash driver at the King Drive address around the same time that the murders supposedly happened, folks. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. We've seen Jack in the Box bags in the house. Okay. All I'm saying is maybe my mind's working overtime because I put so much time into this case, but some of these things kind of fit together, in my opinion. I'm just saying. Right? And then Emma's been in some trouble, folks, recently, too. Okay. She's got a friend of hers that she's gotten in trouble with, per se. Lana over at Truth and Transparency did really good video on some stuff about that. Let's see here. One second, everyone. Either way, Hash, either way. Let's see. Let me see. Emma's been in jail now 3 weeks. Yeah. Right. Warning graphic language. As soon as the tip of a hooked blade knife or field mountaintop rock dressing game is inserted, one swift pull will open a deer wide open. Yeah. The intestines will pour out. Correct. Could this be just what's been released and she was really arrested so she could snitch in silent? I don't know. We don't know. Listen, guys, we don't actually know what exactly was completely recorded with that. Those body cams can be turned on and off at any time, okay? And they just cut the video cuts in and out like it's nothing. And there were different cuts in this net. I mean, you could see where she could take some time to do what she's got to do, to talk about this, talk about that, in different variations of the video. It is what it is. You guys make your own decisions. I'm just saying. Something about these different things kind of fits into different areas for me. And it's too easy to put it there, if you know what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Diane says 4 a.m. was a popular time. Harsh hears a scream as he is falling asleep. DM wakes up, DoorDash, and the murders. Yeah, well, just saying. Gem apt. New here. Who do we think dark hair girl is? It's very possible, as I just showed you guys, that it may be Emma. Emma could be doing that. That could be her. Her job when she's not in school, her legal job per se. Who knows? I don't know. It's hard to tell. They cleaned house. Want to know if anyone else believes BK didn't do this or on his own. Oh no, he's definitely not alone, Catherine. I promise you that. There's no two ways about that one. Let me see here. I have all the audios from all killer calls. They all match. The killer screwed with JLR, T-Rev, TNT. The killer watched all of them and then called into lives. Gotcha, Michelle. Gotcha. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. By the way, Michelle, I saw your video yesterday, and I want you to know that I don't what went on. I highly disagree with it completely. And as far as we're concerned over here, Mama Bear and I talked about that, and there's no call for what went down. And that there's never any call for any of that. So you have our support, just so you know. I want you to know that. Thank you so much, Mr. Darren. We got a super sticker, folks. Another one. I appreciate that so very much. So very much. Not much. Mutts. Putts. Am I a putts? I am for saying that. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate you, brother. Does anybody have anything they want to say in regards to what we just went over? Again, guys, the number is 234-703-4047. You're welcome to call in at any time. Please do. Feel free to. If there's anybody that would like it more comfortable to come up on the panel with me, I can do it for short periods of time at a time. That way everybody can take their turns if they want to. If you want to do that to say anything, let me know. I'll drop a link for you. You can pop up here, say what you got to say, and we can get through it, guys. I want to make sure everybody has a chance to speak their voice before I decide to end everything for the day, because I do have to go live again this evening, folks, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about the true story behind the movie Frozen Ground. So, again, if anybody is interested in saying anything, feel free to call in, or if you want to jump up and have anything to say about that, please do. Please do. It has been said that has happened, Loss, quite a bit, actually.
Did you hear me?
All right. I'm sorry, I was muted again. This network is broader than the UID campus. I hate that I do that. Probably extends, connects Moscow, Pullman, Tacoma, and Seattle. You're very, very possibly right. Yes. Very possibly right. Again, guys, we had 200 people in the chat, guys. If every one of you guys hit the like button, that is amazing for the channel, and I appreciate that so very much. I really do. Thank you all. I'm trying, David. I'm trying.
I appreciate it too.
I am trying so much. Mrs. Dago said she appreciates it too. I figured you did, Strike. Let's see. I don't think Emma could be the one with Dee Dee now, as the girl has returned and Emma is in jail right now, but thought was her till this. Here's the thing, Jem. We don't know when the whole interview was done. It didn't tell us when that interview happened, so it could have been beforehand. It could have been before she was arrested. We don't know. Okay, so you're correct in that sense, but like I said, that interview wasn't brand new. It was something, because he even said, the person that put it out said he didn't know exactly when it was. So I don't know. Let's see. My wife called me to bail her out from a police car. It happens, right? Well, I don't know. I just thought that was a bit much, but thank you, Pink. Anyone care to guess the value of stashed at 1122 King Road on 1113 and 22? Kind of interesting to think of, isn't it? It kind of is, in my opinion, too. I don't know, folks. I mean, you know, you can come up with your own theory based on what we looked at and talked about today. You know, I definitely wanted Jules' opinions because we had talked about it before. And that call was very interesting to me. That call was different than most calls. And I really felt the passion in her voice when she made that call about the things she was talking about. And I'm telling you, I believe everything she was saying. I really do. At least most of it. I really do believe most of it. I really, really do. Yeah, Heather, it will be at 7 p.m. tonight, hon. Now, here we are again, guys. This is Miss Emma's friend. They were arrested 2 people in custody after man dies of apparent overdose in Centralia apartment. Here's another thing that just kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop. Speculation. Bushy-eyebrowed Emma Bailey, DUI driver, drug dealer, general lowlife, yet friend of 1122 King Road. Was the DoorDash driver? Doesn't seem to be going away. Indeed, JLR is now confirming after speaking with her family that she was certainly a DoorDash driver. I don't put a whole lot of stock in things that he says. I'm not a huge fan of his. That's just me. So no offense to anybody, nor him. I'm just not, okay? But I'm reading, 1 second. Folks, I got to fix something. So, let's see here. Speaking to her family that she was most certainly a DoorDash driver. How about that? Okay. But it's not clear if the DoorDash driver who came to 1122 King on the morning of the murders. For those folks unfamiliar with the seemingly sweet and innocent 22-year-old Moscow resident, she is currently being held on drug offenses thought to involve the supply of fentanyl-laced cocaine. In connection to the overdose-related death of the smart, promising young UOI journalism student, Caden Young. That's sad, too. How sad is that? It makes me so mad. And no, she wasn't very muscular. And yes, she was fond of wearing black attire. It doesn't mean that she was the one that physically did it, okay? In my opinion. At least not all of it. Okay, Heather. Thanks, hon. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. That's a big dude. That's a real big dude. See how big that guy is? And this guy has a rap sheet. We could sit here for hours. Hours upon hours. I absolutely agree, Miss Sylvia. Police should take her DNA and compare it to DNA unidentified found on the bodies. She may be one of the perpetrators. He may be as well at this point. Mikey says, I think they were into other drug dealing too. Typically, cocaine isn't put in capsules. Those were found when they were arrested. Yeah, so the story of how that kid died, from what I am hearing, is really odd. It is beyond odd. Beyond odd. Silver, good to see you. Everyone should use the safe. Don't trust the banks. I agree with you, Silver. At this, I'm 48 years old. She's 22. How many 22-year-olds do you know that use a safe? I don't. I'm just saying I don't. Oh, absolutely, Diane. Absolutely. I agree with you 150%. So, just something to keep in mind, everybody. That's all I'm saying. I think that's going to do it for today, guys. I will be here tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to go over the true story behind the movie Frozen Ground. Again, about Bobby the Butcher Hansen. Good story, folks. Could explain why Brian didn't murk the survivors. Black-clad individual, possibly. Look out, perhaps. Who knows? Good point, Red. Once again, folks, I love you guys to death. I appreciate every one of you people that were here tonight. I had 200 people in chat, and I hope I got over 200 likes, folks, because I'm telling you right now, it helps my channel so much. It puts me up into the right algorithm. And it makes everything so much better in here. I appreciate that so very much. Anybody that donated to the channel, guys, you are absolutely amazing. That keeps me coming out here. As I said, I'm fully crowdfunded, folks, and it keeps me coming out here to you guys to keep giving you the news that I can give you the way I can. Thank you, Heather, once again. Besides that, folks, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Hopefully I see some of you guys here tonight. Other than that, folks, you guys are great. You guys are absolutely great. Again, guys, have a great rest of your day. Love yourselves, love each other, and don't change a thing about yourselves because you are the beautiful people. Have a great one, folks. Bye-bye.